It's the most wonderful time of the year. Good morning and welcome to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. My name is Carl Wasty and join us on our sleigh ride till 9 a.m. We are going to be embracing gratitude today, which is this time of the year. We give, we get, we are grateful, and I love that. In fact, we've been through it this year, so gratitude is so important for us to focus on. And this festive season, we want to share. Also, we're exploring bling Christmas menus with Abby and Clem just a touch later, and the festive spirit is alive and well. Also, when it comes to being alive and well, we've got so many great presenters here who I love, who I want to share this entire season with, and Zanele is definitely one of them. Now, Zanele, I heard that you have quite the performer in studio bringing us some festive cheer this morning.
Oh, you know it, Carl, my doll. This morning, we have got Christmas that is going to be coming to life in the form of the incredible Jonathan Roxmouth, who is bringing us everything we need to know in terms of his delicious concert, one that I know everybody needs to go and watch. Yeah, it's called Swingle Bells, as well as him letting us in on a lovely, ever so wonderful, ever so incredible. I'm talking about him getting into I'll Be Home for Christmas, and I cannot wait for that because I have been waiting for so long for us to even get to Christmas. But then speaking of that, we got a performance coming up as well from the ever-talented Darren Shanik. He's in the building and he's going to be letting us in on something else that I absolutely love, which is one of the very first songs that put him out into the scene. And listen properly, he's going to also be giving us yet another one of his singles, which I love, called Go. But right about now, I want to know what's happening on the social media streets. So, Graham, let me ask you right now, what are we asking our beautiful viewers?
Why? All I'm asking is why this morning. Oh, good morning, Zanele. I love you, girl. I love these two human beings just as much. Yes, it is the season, and we are saying a very good festive morning to you. Just 6 more days till Christmas. Tell your kids that this morning and watch them lose their minds. Is it cheesy jerseys? Is it PJs? Is it dress to impress? How do you approach Christmas? What are you planning to wear this Christmas day? Our family pushed the boat up. We've got crazy things that we put on absolutely every year. We'll see if we can unearth some pictures, but after the bar has been set, I don't think we'll be able to meet it. But I want to hear from you, and I want to see proof. What are you going to be wearing for Christmas? You can drop us a message, send us pics, a video on all of our social media platforms, or drop us a voice note, 0634088863. And while you're at it, spread some love and some gratitude. It's 6 days to Christmas. Now, I love the outfit that Carl has chosen for himself to wear throughout Christmas. It's a buff body, and it's incredible. And he's about to kickstart the show officially with those news, and then I'll get into those sporting headlines.
Prior to news, I'd like to correct that. I'm going to wear vests because it's the festive season. That's why it makes sense to me. So let's look at your national news and start with the family of South African paramedic Gerco van der Venter, who was held hostage by Al-Qaeda militants for more than 6 years, have said they will speak once he returns to South Africa. The husband and father of 2 was released during the weekend after being abducted in Libya in 2017. On Sunday, the aid organization Gift of the Givers, which was instrumental in the negotiations for his release, announced that van der Venter was no longer in captivity. His wife, Shireen, said the family would speak when time permitted. Now, the Department of Agriculture has issued a cautionary advisory to holidaymakers due to a rabies outbreak in the coastal areas of KwaZulu-Natal and the Eastern Cape. Now, rabies, a potentially fatal viral infection transmitted through the saliva of infected animals, poses a significant threat. Transmission occurs when an infected animal bites, scratches, or licks a person. Initial symptoms of rabies mimic those of flu, including weakness, fever, and headaches. On to international news. Kenya and the European Union have signed a major economic partnership agreement that will guarantee the East African country duty-free and unlimited access for selected products in the EU, into the EU, its largest export market. Now, Kenya President William Ruto and EU Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen were at a signing ceremony in Nairobi. Kenya is required to reciprocate by gradually opening its market to EU products. The EU is Kenya's second largest trading partner, totaling some $3.6 billion of trade in 2022, an increase of 27% compared to 2018. Now, the Vatican said yesterday in a landmark ruling approved by Pope Francis that Roman Catholic priests can administer blessings to same-sex couples as long as they are not part of regular church rituals or liturgies. Now, of course, a document from the Vatican's doctrinal office stated that such blessings would not legitimize irregular situations, but be a sign that God welcomes all. It said priests should decide on a case-by-case basis and I quote, should not prohibit the church's closest to people in every situation in which they may seek God's help through a simple blessing. And video calling is not just for people these days. Scientists have found that pet parrots, which were taught to make video calls to other birds, show signs of feeling less isolated. And believe it or not, they also began to engage in more social behavior. The scientists' analysis was based on some 1,000 hours of footage of 18 pet parrots. They first learned to ring a bell and then touch a picture of another bird on the screen of a tablet device to trigger a call to that bird. They made 147 deliberate calls to each other and incredibly began to engage in more social behavior, including preening, singing, and play. Now, the research is published in Proceedings of the 2023 CHI Conference on Human Factors in Computing Systems. That's it for your news for now. We have another update for you in 1 hour, but there's lots of sport to get through, and Graham has all of it.
Thank you so much, Kalito. Let's start with some footy news. In the Champions League, last 16 defending champs Man City, they gear up to clash with FC Copenhagen, setting the stage for a rematch on City's turf after taking on Man United during the group stages. Now, meanwhile, Barcelona and Napoli face off in a high-stakes showdown. Then Inter Milan, they square off against Atletico Madrid, and Real Madrid tackle RB Leipzig. Then some broader footballing news. Manchester City in the news again. They have been fined £120,000. That's 2.8 million rand, or that's euros, I think, following a heated incident where players swarmed referee Simon Hooper in protest of a contentious call during their 3-3 draw with Tottenham. Erling Haaland certainly firm centre there. Now, Hooper's decision to halt play after an advantage led to an animated reaction, let's say, from the players, especially from Erling Haaland. And the Football Association then imposed the fine after City acknowledged their players' improper behaviour in the incident. Then we turn to cricket. In anticipation of today's IPL 2024 auction, the final shortlist is out, spotlighting Travis Head, Gerald Coetzee, Pat Cummins, Shardul Thakur and Mitchell Starc. Players from New Zealand, from Australia, South Africa, West Indies, Sri Lanka and Ireland all up for grabs for the entire season, holding a strategic advantage there. With a bidding cap of $240,000, the 10 franchises armed with a combined $31.5 million gear up to secure some top talent in what promises to be a very high stakes and very thrilling auction. Love that layer to cricket. Now let's look at the cricket currently playing out here in SA. An Indian wicketkeeper, Ishan Kishan, has now opted out of the upcoming 2-match test series against South Africa, citing personal reasons. The 25-year-old making way for KS Bharat is likely to serve as backup for KL Rahul. Having debuted in July of 2022, Kishan showcased some impressive performances in ODIs so far. The Test Series kicks off in Pretoria on the 26th of December, a great Boxing Day challenge as India seeks their first series win here on South African soil. But of course, we've got the small matter of the ODI series to get through. And the next one kicks off at 1 o'clock Thursday at Boland Park. That's where we leave our sport for this hour of the show. Let's see how the weather is looking. Of course, people heading out onto holiday. Is the weather going to play ball? Let's find out.
Now let's take a look at that weather. Holidaymakers should note that the SA Weather Service has warned of a heat wave expected in parts of the country during the rest of the week. Heat wave conditions resulting in persistent high temperatures over and above the average maximum are expected over the western parts of the northwest, the western and central parts of the Free State, as well as the eastern parts of the Northern Cape. That is until Saturday. Then there's a yellow level 2 warning for today for severe thunderstorms with large amounts of small hail and heavy downpours that can result in localized flooding of susceptible roads and bridges expected over Gauteng and the western bushveld of Limpopo, as well as the western and central parts of Mpumalanga. Extreme high fire danger conditions are expected in places over the central and eastern parts of the Northern Cape as well. Our sunrise view of the hour, I love these. And let's start with you, Owen from Lakeside, Cape Town, sharing this gorgeous view. Waking up to that, it is truly a privilege to be from Cape Town, Owen. And I think this is a perfect tribute to anybody and holiday makers who want to come down. We welcome you to this beautiful city. And we welcome you to add your morning view to the roster, 0634088863. We'd love to feature you on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And now for your temperatures to give you an idea of what to wear today.
We start the show off this morning with some very sad news. The passing of former YFM DJ Mulo was confirmed via social media by his family this past weekend. It was confirmed that Mulo had lost his battle with cancer on the 16th of December 2023. Mulo Hlungwane, famously known as DJ Mulo, was a South African presenter, DJ and producer, best known for his work at radio station YFM. He hosted many different TV shows and was loved by many South Africans. He opened up about his diagnosis when he shared with South Africa about his experience of excruciating abdominal pains that he couldn't explain, later discovering that it was cancer. He was also appreciative and shared love for his family, who supported him and helped him to regain his strength. Mulo was married to his fellow media personality, Ntokozo Molefe, with whom he shared a son. The first two met in 2013 and later tied the knot in 2019. Many of his peers and South Africans took to social media to share about their shock of his passing, as well as the memory of a great man. As the Expresso family, we extend our condolences to his family, to his friends, as well as to his fans. May you continue to rest in peace, Mulo. Back to you, Graham and Carl.
Heartbreaking, and we certainly echo what Sanela has said there. It's going to leave a void in the industry, but I think when you see pictures with his kids and his family, that really brings to bear the absolute loss here. So we are grieving with you.
Our sincere condolences to the family, and of course, your Expresso family is definitely here for you as well. And what a beautiful soul. And anybody in this entertainment industry, we are standing with you in solidarity, of course, and we're giving you lots of love and strength during this trying time. Now, coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast show, of course, we've got more to come. It's your last chance to enter our festive stocking competition. That's going to be amazing.
Yeah, and go and check out on the socials what's up for grabs. Absolutely amazing. When it comes to holiday entertainment, well, just let's say entertainment, there is one name that jumps to mind. Jonathan Roxmouth is going to do Christmas, well, only as he does Christmas, which is next level. He's on the way after this.
Welcome back. You're on your Feel Good Breakfast Show right here on S3. The only way to start off your morning, and more than anything else, it is the best way to make sure that you are starting it off smiling. Now, one thing I know about each and every one of us as a Feel Good Breakfast Show family, you included, is that we're all excited for Christmas. And this is why I think that it is only right that we take it into our stead, that we are going to go and watch this beautiful Christmas concert that we did not know we needed, called Swingle Bells by the amazing Jonathan Roxmouth. Now, look, when we are talking about an entire 19-piece big band from Johannesburg, I think that it is only right that we hear all about it from the man himself, someone who is putting on a spectacle of note. I am talking about Jonathan Roxmouth, everybody! Come on! Jonathan, how are you?
I'm very well, yourself. Just early, really.
I mean, it's super early, but like, I mean, I feel like to look like this, what time did you have to wake up?
I didn't actually go to sleep.
Oh,
I've been working on this since last night.
I love that. You know, you see, this is why you are Christmas. You have the work ethic of Father Christmas.
Well, work ethic I wouldn't necessarily call it, but availability.
I love that. I love that. But you're somebody who has been so busy, actually, because this has been going for a while now, and this is the final week.
Yeah.
How are you feeling about that?
Well, I mean, whenever you do something, especially at the Teatro, because it's like 2,000 seats, you always think, well, what's going to happen? How's this going to go?
Yes.
And you take something like Christmas, you add swing music to it, you add the Johannesburg Big Band, you add our guest artists, Monique Steyn, Timothy LaRue, hilarious, Timothy Malloy.
Yes.
And you add all of that together and you realise that you're not just the only Christmas person in Joburg.
Come on.
Especially the people who are smart enough to stay in Joburg over Christmas.
Yeah.
But they have nothing to do. So what do? They bring the entire family to the show. And the past weekend we had was basically sold out.
Come on.
It was just amazing. And sold out with families and grannies and grandpas and aunties and uncles and mums and dads and kids. And people came back during the same weekend.
To come and see the show
See
again?
again.
I love that. And Jonathan, do you know that I'm obsessed with Christmas? So I feel like you are doing the Lord's work,
well,
honestly, because I absolutely love it. But please, for anyone who doesn't know, what is the show about?
So essentially what we did is we recorded an album called Swingle Bells during COVID. We recorded it during lockdown, and for a lot of those musicians who came into studio around December 2020, it was the first time they'd seen their colleagues and friends in months. So there was an energy in the room that I was like, okay, this is actually really interesting to watch. Maybe it would be worth watching on stage. And from there to here, our producer and conductor, Adam Howard, and his wife Belinda decided to produce the show this year, not cancel it a third time, because we've been wanting to do it.
Oh, wow.
And yeah, from there to here, we put on this show with not just Christmas carols, but Christmas carols in ways you never realized you needed them. Even Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas.
Come on,
Swung.
yes.
And you know, you've got 4 trumpets, 4 trombones, 5 saxophones, a 6-piece rhythm section, plus timpanis, I mean, literal bells and whistles.
Come on.
You put that all together and you realize, you know, it's the sort of thing that we don't have in Joburg.
100%.
We don't have a Christmas tradition, number one, let alone a music tradition, let alone swing at Christmas time. It's like, it has to happen.
And I was going to say, I mean, with you saying it's something you don't have in Johannesburg, I mean, think about it. It's something almost we don't have in South Africa, honestly.
I mean, I used to go to Zoo Lake for the Christmas carols when I was young. And that stopped because, you know, the Christmas lights load shedding. So we had to make sure there was something traditional. And it is a family show with literally something for everybody, including humour. So don't worry, it's not like going to some movies where it's just like kids' movies and, oh, there's stuff for adults. And there isn't. There is, I promise.
I love that.
And the reaction has been so strong. We've had to add a matinee on Friday at 2 p.m.
I love that.
So there are 5 shows this weekend, 2 Friday, 2 Saturday, and 1 on Sunday, which is Christmas Eve.
And then you say you don't have the work ethic of Father Christmas.
I'm just affordable.
Oh,
I think there's a difference.
Oh, please, Jonathan. But please, I want to know more about this beautiful, you know, album that you guys recorded in 2020. How did you guys incorporate it?
So we've taken those songs and we put them on stage, but then we needed to add another, because there are 13 tracks on the album, so we needed to add another sort of 11. So what you do is you come to the concert, there are 24 songs on stage, played 100% live. There are no tracks, there are no computers or anything. It's human beings playing the music. And it's such a nice mix of music, everything from Silent Night to Santa Claus is Coming to Town to Rudolph. all the way through to a surprise at the end, which I am knocked out at how people respond to.
Wait, there's a surprise at the end?
There's such a surprise at the end. You don't see it coming.
No, I want to know now. Jonathan, what must happen?
You must go to Web Tickets and buy your tickets. I think that's the best way, because that's what people want to. You go to Web Tickets, you type in Swingle, the rest of it will come up. Or if you want to talk to a human being, you can go to Pick and Pay, because they've got, Web Ticket outlets there. And, it's I think, a nice, aside from being traditional, it's something to do over Christmas. If you are staying in Johannesburg and you've got a family and you're sick and tired of them being at home, and you're looking for something to do, you bring them to the Teatro at Monte Casino. There's a Christmas market as well.
There is a Christmas market.
So you can go to the Christmas market. The kids will be a little bit tired. Take them for dinner. They'll be a little bit more tired. Bring them to the show. By the time you get to the car, they will be asleep. And that is my Christmas miracle to you.
To you, I love that, Jonathan. Now, Jonathan, before I let you go and get ready, because you're going to be blowing us away very soon, I want to ask you about the Dolby Atmos. Tell us a little bit about that.
So, the album is mixed in Dolby Atmos. So normally, you have 5.1. This is 7.1, I think, which means that there's 7 different ways to listen to it all around you, as if the band is in your lounge or your car or your bathroom. And it's one of the first South African Christmas albums mixed like this that has been made available. And it's now available on all streaming platforms. And it's been amazing, because people come and they say, oh, I see how you did this differently from the album, which means they've listened to the album and then they've come to the show.
Come on, and you see, this is the thing. I'm going to be that person, Jonathan, because I told you I am like Santa's helper. If you...
Thrilled.
Yeah, perfect. I'll see you there.
Deal.
Amazing. You need to make sure that you come through as well, family. And it is so easy for you to do so. Like you heard Jonathan told us, you can get your tickets from Web Tickets or from Pick and Pay. Right about now, though, we got Graham standing by in Cape Town.
Oh, I am standing. I am stood up, and I am ready to step into the festive spirit and embrace it. Why? Because we have got the coolest opportunity for you. 5 lucky viewers, in fact, not just one. 5 of you stand to win some serious holiday cheer, and you could be one of them. So to join the fun, you've got to reply to the festive competition post on the Expresso Facebook, X or Instagram page. That's your first step. Then you've got to tell us this: who deserves, in your life, who deserves a heartwarming surprise and why? And remember to include that hashtag Expresso Festive in your answer. It's vital. Then mark your calendar for Friday, the 22nd of December, and tune in to feel the ultra feel good, because we might just be calling you. 5 lucky viewers will get the chance to pick a festive stocking live on air and reveal an absolutely fantastic hidden prize. So I'm talking about some major festive wonders, possibly the Thermomix TM6 valued at 29,995 Rand, or maybe a young Xbox Series S valued at 7,500 Rand, maybe a 2,000 Rand Skin Miles voucher, or how about a Shemansky Gold Cape Town pendant with diamond and a chain worth 7,500 Rand, an Environ skincare consultation and curated skincare routine valued at 5,000 Rand. It's incredible, but you've got to get in the running, and the competition closes at midday today. So get entering. Think of that amazing person in your life, nominate them, and you could be winning something incredible. But those T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Good luck.
Good luck indeed. It's going to be a fantastic competition. Looking forward to Friday and looking forward to what you can expect on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Embracing gratitude this festive season is vital, and we've got the perfect individual on the couch to share a bit more about that. Plus, don't whisk away just yet, because we've got a potato salad recipe that is going to be cream on cream on cream. It's going to be amazing, so make sure you stay there. This is your Feel Good Breakfast Show on S3.
Nowhere's more festive than the Expresso kitchen this season, as you get the chance to bake your way to 50,000 Rand with Golden Cloud and Beacon. With all entry details on the Expresso social pages, reply to the competition post with a picture and description of your festive season masterpiece for a chance to compete live in the Expresso kitchen for that grand prize of 50,000 Rand. Entries close December the 20th. T's and C's apply.
Oh, welcome back, you beauties. I love you guys and I appreciate you because gratitude is vital. 2023, it's been a big year. We know it's been challenging, but it's opened a lot of doors. And as it draws to a close and we approach the dawn of a brand new year, I'm not going to jump on it just yet. We are once again joined by one of our favorites, Lucia Dramat, to explore the essence of gratitude, especially during the festive season, because that's what it's all about. I'm going to give you a year-end high five. I've been high-fiving a lot of people lately, but I'm going to say thank you, first of all, for lending us your expertise, your personality, everything that you bring to the show. And not charging us for it, because I feel like I get a private consultation every week, and it's not lost on me. Someone framed it beautifully for me. They said gratitude lubricates the brain.
Wow.
There is something about gratitude that is so forward-thinking. We might think it's looking back and taking appreciation of what we've done and had and been given, but it speaks to forward momentum. So at this time of the year, as we do take stock and things become very big and it's all crazy, why is gratitude so important?
You know, I actually spoke about this yesterday, and the thing about gratitude that's so powerful is it makes you feel stronger. And you don't really realize that. If you're in this victim mentality state, you're like, there's no one cares about me, I'm all alone.
Capitulating.
You know? Yes, and you feel weak. But when you start to think of all the things you're grateful for, you realize, oh my goodness, there's a lot in my corner.
Yeah.
And because you feel like there's a lot in my corner, I've got this person I can count on, this has worked out, this has been good, my health is, you realize, oh my goodness.
I'm still standing,
strong.
yo.
I'm strong.
I'm still standing.
Here's a lot in my corner and I can still go ahead. So although we're concluding the year and we're winding down and we're getting into that relaxation moment, it really does make you feel good and strong to propel into the next year.
We also have to kind of fast forward connections, because maybe we've been a satellite out there doing our thing this year. Maybe we've been too hyper-focused on our own journey. We've had to. I think a lot of us have had to really just do it and just go and be single-minded. Now we've got to reconnect with family. We've got to make up for this disconnection. Why is gratitude, and how can gratitude be used to strengthen those connections? Because that's what this time of the year should be about. Connecting with the people that we love.
Absolutely. You know, a lack of gratitude or a lack of appreciation makes people feel disappointed.
Yeah.
You know, I've given Graham this beautiful gift. I've spent 3 weeks buying him this gift and he's like, nah, you know, you kind of feel disappointed that the person doesn't appreciate it. So, and it also brings up disputes if there's that lack of gratitude. And it can allow people to actually break down their relationship because you feel disappointed, not respected, not appreciated.
Triggered.
Absolutely.
Because it's kind of bubbles under there the whole time. So something stupid might happen and you're like, another thing to add to the list of stuff you don't appreciate about what I do.
There's that build-up of all those things. So that's just the negative side, and that's just if you don't have gratitude. But having gratitude, it makes people feel seen. It makes them feel appreciated. It makes them even feel respected. And you want to give. It opens up generosity because you want to give to someone who appreciates it. Someone who doesn't appreciate it, I don't even want to try.
And it's a holiday hack. You know, if someone is driving you insane, just show them a little bit of love and gratitude. And it's often how that can temper the storm and just kind of shift the dynamic in that sense. There is a lot of pressure, not from work at this time of the year, but from family. You want to give your family a great holiday. Maybe you can't afford it. Maybe there are warring factions within the family or different ideas of what's fun. It can be very difficult. In fact, Christmas Day can be one of the most challenging days there is. How do we use gratitude and how do we approach those sorts of dynamics over this hopefully festive period?
I think we often assume that someone knows how we feel. They know I'm grateful. They know I'm... But you know, when you just hear it, and I just had a client actually message me this morning saying, Lucia, I'm so appreciative of this and this and this, and these are the things that has happened in my life since October due to our journey together. And I'm like, wow, you know,
Cup
wow.
filled up.
The fact that they keep coming back obviously shows they appreciate what I'm doing, but the fact that she said it, that did something for me. So it's going to do something for mom. It's going to do something for dad, for your sister, for your cousin. It's going to do something when you actually say the things that they do that are valuable to you.
And it's not just a warm and fuzzy feeling, because now you've helped her commit to the process through that. You've helped her, you've enriched the process through that. So it's a great action tool to get someone on your team, on board. I love that. Maybe a tip. something you can give our viewers as they approach this season, something that stood out for you, knowing how much it means to you to receive that kind of gratitude. Maybe something you want to leave our viewers with as they move into this period that we want to take the edge off. We want to be happy and lighter.
Yes, absolutely. Remember, gratitude is not good manners. Good manners is thank you, please, thank you. But gratitude is that appreciation. So really taking those moments to appreciate. And some people do that with a journal. So they write down, I'm grateful for this.
Make it real,
and
yeah.
this is why, ... 3 reasons. So really take the time to think about it and to sit in the gratitude, not just a quick thank you and goodbye. The second thing is some people use a gratitude jar. Every week they write something they're grateful for. They throw it in the jar at the end of the year. Now they would open it up and start reading all the things throughout the year they were grateful for to really commemorate the year. That's so powerful.
That's my kind of advent calendar. I absolutely love that notion. You can start making your gratitude list right now. We'll continue this in a bit.
You know what I'm grateful for is this kitchen. We're going to transform this kitchen into a flavor haven today. It will happen. And we'll be crafting a potato salad that's not only satisfying, but also bursting with zesty freshness and the perfect side to any festive braai. That's right. We're doing this today. Another thing is, I'd love to do this alone. But I'm not doing this alone. I'm doing this with Nestle dessert and cooking cream, which is great. But there's just one more person that I am grateful for to join. And that's why Lucia would have to come through, because I was going to say, G, come help me, but the rumor has it that you, Lucia,
Chef
are
Lucia.
the most incredible chef in the entire world.
Absolutely.
Are
That's
you?
what my kids say. I
Really?
make them their noodles in only 2 minutes.
Really? Oh,
And they don't
that's
complain.
going to be amazing.
Yes.
I'm ready. So this is a very, very easy recipe.
Okay.
All right, so all I'm going to ask you to do is do the entire recipe, and I'm going to take you through it. I'm going to stand here as well, because I'm grateful for you.
Will you point?
I will point to
Okay.
certain things. So what we have here
Okay.
is, first and foremost, I need to see how good your chopping is.
Yes.
So we got some spring onions here. We got, just 2 sprigs. I just
Okay.
want you to chop that. And I'm looking for a French chop as well.
Okay.
Just French chop. So just...
Oh.
Just,
Not?
Yeah, that's not... Just, yeah.
Okay.
See, that's the great thing about, being this a motivational speaker, second to none, is that sometimes negativity needs to be chopped off.
100%
The potato
Carl.
salad is actually a metaphor for life, if you think about
Explain.
it. So basically, potatoes are just potatoes. Right?
What is the mayo?
This is your life. It's coming.
Okay.
This is basically your life.
Yeah.
Right? Potatoes.
Right.
But, life's what you make of it. It's about how you dress things up in the most beautiful way, but still not leaving anything sort of on the inside. You want things light and fluffy on the inside, like the
Okay.
potatoes and the way we've cooked them.
Yes.
In boiling water.
This
which
is
is how we...
A very,
Yeah.
very deep metaphor.
It's because this is also a motivational speaker, that I'm chatting to as well. So I want to make sure that the cooking is perfect. By the way, that's perfect.
Thank you.
That is fantastic. That is really good. Okay, so now that you... Yes, why don't you do that?
Well,
Just
you
get
said
fancy
French,
with it.
you know,
You're cooking
My time
on
in
TV.
Milan has taught me to,
Look at that.
when I was working with Jamie Oliver,
Oh, yeah.
I showed him how to
It's great,
chop this up.
really fantastic.
Yes.
We've got great fresh flavours here in the kitchen with Lucia, here with me, Jamie Oliver. Great. It always works in savoury recipes when you do cooking cream, dessert cream from Nestle, great baking for biscuits
Wow.
and tarts and cakes. Really great, cream spinach.
You are
beautiful.
underpaid.
Creamy,
You are underpaid.
Creamy pasta sauces. It's the ideal base for dips and especially delicious as topping for fruit salads, fresh or canned. Now, the next thing you need to do. In that
Right.
bowl, I gave you a bowl, right?
Okay.
In fact, hold on. Use this bowl.
Okay.
I'm looking for, dessert cream. I want you to put about 2 tablespoons, basically half that can, into it, just pour it in. It's fine. We're freestyling. There we go. Done.
All right.
Right, pop it there, okay? Next up, looking for a tablespoon, which is basically the tip of this spoon, of mustard that goes in there as well. You do your thing.
Do
That's
you
it.
cook?
That's it, I do.
Okay.
And I love cooking.
Great.
It's cooking great. A little bit more mustard, why not?
When you cook, do you do it like we're doing it today?
Where
Where you
yes,
stand and
I
it's
do.
a voice cooking, but
So
someone else physically.
You know what? I do work in sort of audio medium, so I need to have a voice in the kitchen as well.
Love it.
So focus on my voice. I want you to also add the mayonnaise, all of it, and I want you to carefully put it inside the bowl so that it becomes even creamier. Focus on my voice as we become grateful for cooking.
Very hypnotic.
Then I want you to take some of the gherkins, aka mild dill, and pop them, because after you've chopped them beautifully, Lucia, a little earlier, Lovely. I want you to add them in. Why don't you can just
whole thing.
go for it. You know, there we go. Lovely. And while you do that, all right, I want you to do me a favor and add a bit of salt and pepper just to season the mixture so you don't have to season the potatoes from earlier.
Loving it.
Beautiful. Lovely. Then while you are doing that, I want you to chop the parsley. Well, I chop the potatoes in half.
Oh, glad to see you get involved.
I am getting involved now because you know what? I couldn't leave you. I had to just do this with you as well.
Right.
So we're going to chop the potatoes and we're going to finish this recipe together because the great thing about life is that you have to finish what you start. You know,
Very good message for the end of the year. Very good message.
It's simple, but also don't put yourself under pressure, which is great. All right, don't put yourself under pressure. That's what I said with the potatoes. You know, this is why you enjoy the potatoes, and sometimes you need to split the potato and find out what's inside.
Oh, beautiful.
You
Do
know.
I put this in there?
And that's well, not just yet. You're going to wait
Okay.
for your potatoes, and then you're going to combine, and then it's going to be perfect.
I love that.
You understand what I mean? So you say your cooking is dynamic. So you've done things like noodles in 120 seconds. That's great.
Yes, of
Wow.
course. I mean, it's a staple.
Yes.
It's not everyone who can do it. Some people
Very
make
true.
limp noodles.
You know what? There's nothing worse than a lump noodle.
I'll tell you.
You know, you need to have the right consistency, and that's the most
Some
important
people
thing.
undercook it.
That's the
You know, it's a little bit more crunchy. But then some people like to eat raw noodles. So
That's-
it's a preference
That's
thing.
correct. You know what I'm saying? This is pretty much what I'm going to do now. I'm going to toss that all in the bowl. And while I'm doing that, you are going to incorporate.
All right.
Okay, I want you to incorporate. You could have said mix together, but incorporate sounds more
Yeah.
chefy.
Yeah.
Incorporate.
It's really giving
And while you're incorporating,
professional.
all this hard work that you did over here also goes in
Wow,
there as well.
beautiful.
You understand what I'm saying? And I'm going to only use the green tips of this because sometimes you can get a bit oniony at the base of your spring onion. And then remember, also parsley goes in as well. And you're going to mix that together.
giving salt,
And look
babe.
at that. How gorgeous is that? So while you're doing that, I'm going to just let you know that if you want to get this recipe, all you have to do is, more importantly, show inner peace and gratitude and go to expressoshow.com. And for more delicious Nestle recipes, just go to recipeswithlove.co.za. Also, stand a chance to be grateful for inverters, canister stoves, and Nestle hampers to keep you cooking this festive season. To enter the Whip, Whisk and Win competition, all you have to do is buy any 2 participating dairy culinary products and dial star 120 star 440 hash, and of course follow all the prompts and you could be a winner. Don't forget to be grateful for Lucia's potato salad because you can make this at home. Aren't you proud of yourself?
I am, absolutely.
That is
Best
fantastic.
3 minutes of my life.
Indeed, mine too. Ha.
Stand a chance to win in the Whip, Whisk and Win promotion by using Nestle Dairy Culinary products. Buy any 2 participating products, dial star 120 star 440 hash and follow the prompts to enter. T's and C's apply.
We're not even an hour in and it's already such a beautiful morning on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. And this is why you need to stay tuned because there's still so much more on the way. And when I say that, I want to quote the ever incredible Oprah Winfrey. Yes, she said, the more that I find myself being thankful, the more I find myself having more of what I have. And honestly and truly, it is a philosophy that Oprah has and I think that we should listen to it, which is why we need to stick around for finding out how we can enhance our lives just by having a little bit of gratitude, especially at this time of the year. And then Christmas is literally just days away. And this is why we have the man that puts the Christmas in Christmas. I am talking about Jonathan Roxmouth. He's going to be blowing us away with a beautiful song called I'll Be Home for Christmas. Make sure you do not go anywhere because we will be back on the other side of this.
When those you care about win, so do you. Panado's festive season competition invites you to nominate a person who could really do with 2,000 Rand and stand the chance to be one of 8 lucky winners of 2,000 Rand. Just as SA's trusted pain and fever relief brand for all ages is there whenever you need it most, tag them on the Panado posts of the Expresso social media pages with hashtag Power to Fight Pain and hashtag Panado SA. Competition closes December the 21st. T's and C's apply.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to your Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso on S3, and we're continuing our conversation with Lucia. Of course, this individual is a motivational speaker and potato salad maker, and that's why she's perfect for giving you a beautiful session in gratitude over the festive season, Graham. There were some really great touch points that you covered earlier, but now that we have potato salad that Lucia created, we've obviously gone another level.
I don't think we need to actually continue the chat. I think we're fine. I'm going to say thank you for the potato salad. That was amazing. No, you joke about it, but you revealed a layer below the gratitude for me that speaks to action, that speaks to being proactive. It's not something that's locked in the past.
Yeah.
It speaks to your mindset moving forward, and it actions you. We've got the one particular action gateway to get through, i.e. the New Year's resolution. I'd love to know what the conversion rate actually is of New Year's resolutions, where they end up. But how...
Especially timeline-based. Is 2 weeks in by February,
it's
and
a
we're
sliding
by
scale.
June.
It's a sliding scale, we'll say. So, wanting to make this more of an authentic journey and actually plug into what we really do want to achieve in our lives, how do we use gratitude as that tool to kind of action that process or make it more kind of authentic?
Yes. As I mentioned earlier, gratitude makes you feel stronger.
Yeah.
Makes you feel more empowered. And so if you're going to set goals or resolutions, you want to do it from a strong place. I've said so many times, don't make decisions when you're feeling weak, depleted, down, defeated, because then you're going to make defeated decisions. So to elevate your state, to elevate your mindset, get into gratitude. And there's a quote by Norman Vincent Peale. He says that the more that you are thankful for, or the more you practice thankfulness, there's more that you are thankful for.
Yeah,
so once you get into the habit of celebrating the good, you start seeing more things to celebrate. And that elevates your mindset. And when your mindset is elevated, then make those resolutions, then make those goals.
But it's like the difference between saying, I'm not going to have a year like this year, next year. That's not a resolution, okay? That's a fear. Take it a step forward. Be proactive in the way that you're thinking about it. I love that, yeah.
Let's trade quotes here, because you reminded me of this interview with Michael J. Fox. And, you know, he's battling Parkinson's. However, in this moment, he was just having this conversation with this interviewer, and he said that with gratitude, positivity is sustainable. And I love that statement. And I'm going to carry that through into many years and share it. So for anybody who is a bit apprehensive about the new year, the people who are saying, like, I really hope I signed up for the blessed and favored package in 2024, how does gratitude assist them along the way in enhancing their experience of a new year?
You know, I often see someone as a sponge, and like what you are full of,
Yeah.
like water, if you bang against that wet sponge, you're going to be wet and water's going to come out. So if you're filled with anxiety and fear, and then anything that bumps into you, any pressure, anything, water just comes out, and that water is fear, anxiety. But if you start filling yourself with gratitude, if you start filling yourself with positivity, even when something bumps against you, you're able to say, okay, in this situation, it's not what I wanted, however, I'm okay with this because I'm grateful for this, for this, for this. It makes you more resilient. It absolutely makes you more resilient. It makes you feel like there's more in your corner and you're stronger, you're able to endure. And it also just makes you good to be around. Nobody wants to be around Debbie Downer. They want to be around someone who energizes them. And so it's going to better your relationships, it's going to make you more resilient, and it's going to help you to be able to put goals out there that are exciting, that get you excited about life.
Yeah, and proactive. I can't believe you used the term Debbie Downer. We just went back to like 1963, which is great. I like that.
Maybe giving my age away.
The potato salad might have given that away.
I think that was it. I think that's the problem, you know. But, you know, this is such a beautiful conversation, because we're at the time of the year where people are having like regrets about the past year, and they only have a couple of days to finish off the resolutions, and now we're getting into the new year. I know it's all tough, but I think we just need some final words of advice. Right?
Get us over the finish line, Lucia.
Wrap us up like a final flourish of parsley and a potato salad. Let's go, Lucia.
You know what? We spend so much time buying these gifts for people. I went to the mall yesterday and I was thinking, what am I going to buy this person? And I went to about 3 or 4 shops. And you know, the gift is cute and everything, but sometimes just telling them what they actually mean to you and the difference they've made in your life over the past year or years makes such a huge impact. So just a exciting little idea for Christmas. If you have your place settings with everyone's name on, give everyone a pen and let them go around the table and write one word that they're grateful for that person. you know? And so when someone sits down and they open that card, there's about 4 or 5 words saying, I'm grateful for your sense of humor. I'm grateful that you helped me tow my car. I'm grateful, you know,
That's
little
lekker.
things
And
like
it's a conversation starter apart from anything else.
Yes, and it tells stories, it's fun, and it shows that you actually care. And this time of year is about caring. Next year, we're going to launch into all of that conversation.
sure.
But
Yes.
for now, it's about caring, it's about loving, it's about reflecting on the year, how you've grown, so that you can use that to go into the next year strong.
I love that. If you're going to write those little notes, though, don't do it too early don't do it too late in the evening. Do it nice and early before you
Otherwise,
get too
we
festive.
can't make
you
up.
are amazing. I love that. You filled our cup right up. You filled our bowl with potato salad. You've just filled everything. But you are practicing these learnings in a very proactive way, which I think speaks to how much you can gain from this process. It's not just about looking back. It's about looking forward and being empowered and having the right people in your corner. I absolutely love that. Well, you can start practicing gratitude right now. We practice gratitude because we've got you in our clutches for still another 2.5 hours, and we love it. So don't go anywhere.
Thank you, Graham and Carl. We've been promising all morning that we are going to be getting a delicious Christmas serving from someone who honestly and truly, like I said, he embodies Christmas. I think he works with Father Christmas. That's just my own opinion. However, it is right about that time, Expresso family, where we get to welcome to the stage a man who is taking Johannesburg and South Africa and the world by storm. I am talking about none other than Jonathan Roxmouth.
I'm dreaming tonight of a place I love even more than I usually do. And although I know it's a long road back, I promise you I'll be home for Christmas. You can count on me. Please have snow and mistletoe and presents on the tree. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. Christmas Eve will find me where the love light gleams. I'll be home for Christmas, if only in my dreams. I'll be home
to have a voice like that, Jonathan. My word, all of the girls are swooning and sighing. I promise you, we're going through a lot, and this is why we need a moment. So I'm going to ask Graham and Carl to take over. Back to you, gentlemen.
Genius.
Right?
Genius. I'll say it again. He might be the most accomplished, wonderful, genius performer we have in this country right now. Absolutely amazing. Thank you, Jonathan. And he ain't going nowhere.
Of course. Now, we've got some more festive for you because Abby and Clem is going to put something together, a festive menu like you've never seen before. You can't miss it.
Oh, that's going to be next level. Then it seems like we are going to have an impending nuptial. Yes, we saw the wedding details last night.
Yes,
So
we did.
he's wedding, the best MC ever. But of course, in Skeem Saam, there is another very big wedding coming, and we'll give you the deets.
Many South African children have never been given a gift in their lives. Share a gift, share a smile by donating pre-loved toys at Toy Kingdom and participating locations. Help us put a smile on a child's face.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
I know the picture speaks 1,000 words and tells a different story, but we're not judging you this morning. You can wear whatever you want for Christmas. Welcome back. Of course, we put it to you guys on all of our platforms this morning. What are you wearing for Christmas? Just 6 days to go. Is it cheesy jerseys, PJs, or are you dressing to impress? Let's find out what y'all are thinking. And Mfano saying, good morning, Expresso team. I'll just wear clothes that are comfortable. Very clever. Very, very good bet, and don't even have to leave the house. Anthea saying, good morning, Expresso team. Right back at you. Well, it's a comfy short and T-shirt for me. I'll be on our camping trip. FOMO. I love that. And Doomy saying, good morning, team. I'll just wear comfortable clothes. You got the right idea. Tabang, I'll be wearing a dress on Christmas. Dress to impress. We want to see pictures. Faith Lehlononolo saying, I'll be in my PJs. I love that. There is no reason to get out of your PJs. I think we're going to be heading out and about, so I might have to get out of my PJs, but there will be theme, there will be costume, I will be festive. If you guys have something that you can show us from last Christmas, we want to see it. Head over to our socials or drop us a voice note, 063-408-8863. We now are about to commence with the second hour of the show, and it's jam-packed, but let's kickstart it with those news and sporting headlines.
And it's 2 minutes ahead of 7 o'clock, so we're nice and early for you. But let's start with national news. Dozens of miners from the Impala Bafokeng Platinum Mine in Rustenburg in Northwest have reportedly started an underground strike again. It's reported that they are dissatisfied with a variety of issues, including salaries and the distribution of shares. The management of the mine has said that in the meantime, it would start legal action against all employees who participated in the underground sit-in strike a week ago. The management says that the present strikers have violated the code of conduct of the mine and that their action amounts to crime. Now, the family of SA paramedic Gerku van der Venter, who was held hostage by Al-Qaeda militants for more than 6 years, have said they will speak once he returns to South Africa. The husband and father of two was released over the weekend after being abducted in Libya in 2017. On Sunday, the aid organization Gift of the Givers, which was instrumental in the negotiations for his release, announced that van der Venter was no longer in captivity. His wife Shireen said the family would speak when time permitted. On to international news. North Korea has fired its most advanced long-range intercontinental ballistic missile, commonly referred to as an ICBM. The latest North Korean ICBM landed in the sea west of the Japanese island of Hokkaido, and the West immediately strongly condemned the action. The missile was in the air for 73 minutes over a distance of some 1,000 kilometers. The missile has a potential range of up to 15,000 kilometers, far enough to hit North America. This was North Korea's fifth successful launch of an ICBM rocket. Now, Kenya and the European Union have signed a major economic partnership agreement that will guarantee the East African country duty-free and unlimited access for selected products into the EU, its largest export market. Kenyan President William Ruto and EU Commission Chief Ursula von der Leyen were at a ceremony in Nairobi. And of course, that was a signing ceremony. Now, Kenya is required to reciprocate by gradually opening its market to EU products. The EU is Kenya's second largest trading partner, totaling some $3.6 billion of trade in 2022, an increase of 27% compared to 2018. And wrapping up with a lovely local story, Johannesburg-born Trevor Noah could make history with 3 major wins in a row in the US during the first 2 months of 2024. The 40-year-old comedian and former Daily Show host will not only host the Grammys on the 5th of February for the 4th consecutive year, but he has also been nominated for the Best Comedy Album. In fact, he could sweep the upcoming 2024 awards season with 3 wins in a row. He's also been nominated for a Golden Globe, on which he reported last week, in the category of Best Performance in Stand-Up Comedy on TV for Where Was I? And he's a nominee for an Emmy on the 15th of January for his last season of hosting The Daily Show. Incredible accolades headed to that man's arc. That's it for news for now. Let's take a look at your sport, and Graham is standing by.
Some high-stakes football on the way, so let's start there with UEFA action. And in the Champions League, last 16 defending champs Manchester City, they'll gear up to clash with FC Copenhagen, setting the stage for a rematch on City's turf. That was after taking on Man United during the group stages. And meanwhile, Barcelona and Napoli face off in a high-stakes showdown. Inter Milan, they square off against Atletico Madrid, and then Real Madrid, they will tackle RB Leipzig. Then Man City in the news for all the wrong reasons as well. They have been fined some 120,000 euros, that's 2.8 million rand, following a heated incident where players swarmed referee Simon Hooper in protest of a contentious call during their 3-3 draw with Tottenham. So Hooper's decision to halt play after an advantage led to an animated reaction, especially from Erling Haaland there in firm focus. The Football Association imposed the fine after City acknowledged their players' improper behaviour in the incident. Is it going to hurt them? Probably not. Now we turn to cricket and more big money, in fact, really big money. In anticipation of today's IPL 2024 auction, the final shortlist is out, spotlighting some big names. Travis Head, Gerald Coetzee, who's had a fantastic year, Pat Cummins, Shardul Thakur, and of course, Mitchell Starc. Now, players from Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, West Indies, Sri Lanka, and Ireland all up for grabs for the entire season. Rich pickings holding a strategic advantage. With a bidding cap of $240,000, the 10 franchises armed with a combined $31.5 million gear up to secure top talent in what promises to be a very high stakes and thrilling auction. Great entertainment, if nothing else. Now let's look at the cricket currently playing out. An Indian wicketkeeper, Ishan Kishan, has opted out of the upcoming 2-match test series against South Africa here on home soil, citing personal reasons. The 25-year-old making way for KS Bharat is likely to serve as backup for KL Rahul. So, having debuted in July of 2022, Kishan has certainly made its mark, showcasing some impressive performances in the ODIs. And that test series kicks off in Pretoria on the 26th of December with a great Boxing Day test. And that's as India seeks their first series win on South African soil. And that's a test series, of course. We've got the ODIs to get through, and Boland Park will come alive 1 o'clock this Thursday. If you're in the area, go and support the boys. But that's where we leave our sport for now. Let's take a look at the roads.
Let's do that and take a look at the roads. Not too many updates for you, but Johannesburg will start there. There's been a multi-vehicle accident on the N12 eastbound before Electron Interchange. The right lane is affected at the moment, so do expect delays. That is the only update I have for you. Good luck on your way to work. If you are keeping the economy going this week, let's take a look at your weather as well. And whether I bring some great news, there's uplifting news regarding South Africa's water problems in the Mangaung Metro Council and in the Bloemfontein. It says it's on track to permanently solve the water crisis in Soutpan and surrounding areas. Residents only receive water in the mornings for about an hour. They otherwise have to walk long distances for clean water, which is often also undrinkable. The spokesperson for the Metro Council, Kondile Kedama, says teams are currently working to restore water infrastructure for people to have sufficient clean water. He says the Metro Council has plans to renovate the general water infrastructure in the Metro and thus ensure that residents have an uninterrupted supply of water. Uplifting news indeed. Talking about uplifting, a sunrise view is always appreciated, especially when it's from overseas. Zanal Potgieter sent us this from Colorado, USA. And just take a look at all the pink colors as well as the blues coming through. A sunrise not to be missed right here in your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Apologies, Zanal. The accent changed because you in Colorado. 063-408-8863 is our number. Send yours and let's take a look at some of the temperatures across South Africa.
Say heat wave, we mean it. Please, if you're in Uppington or any of the areas being affected this morning, please take caution. Rather stay indoors and play lotto. Why? Because today is a big one. You could become, get this, 51 million rand richer when you play Powerball and Powerball Plus. So Powerball has an estimated jackpot of 41 million rand. And Powerball Plus has an estimated jackpot of 10 million rand. But the only way to win is to play. You can go and get your tickets today. You can do it in-store, nationallottery.co.za, their website, the mobile app. Your own cell phone banking will probably have a drop-down, or simply dial *120 *7529# for USSD. We've got all of those jackpot and ticket purchasing details on our Expresso social pages, so go and check them out. That's 51 million rand in total estimated Powerball and Powerball Plus jackpots. They're waiting for a winner. It could be you. So panda, push a play, please. Good luck.
Good luck to you if you are going to play, but can I tell you, I guarantee you some absolutely amazing Clement talent coming up for you in your Feel Good Breakfast show, because these two incredible people are going to showcase a festive menu. I'm seeing bits of it, though. That's why this is a teaser. But first, Abby, it's so good to see you.
And you too,
I know,
Carl.
this is awkward. I know, Clem, but it's fine. It's good to see you. It really is.
You're used to him. You're
Yes,
not used to him.
I am. Just Abby's like my bestie. Okay. Can I just ask you, we've been asking people about what they're going to wear for Christmas. Are you a PJs or maybe cheesy jersey type of person? What do you wear on the festive sort of occasions?
Something cool and relaxed.
Cool and
yeah,
relaxed.
I haven't thought of it.
Linen, is that your thing?
Oh, well, I've got linen on today, but
Yeah.
maybe some linen.
Okay.
I'm really concentrating on what I'm cooking before what I'm wearing.
Oh.
Yeah.
So basically you cook first and then you put on clothes later?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, let's not read between that.
All right, anyway, that's going to be great. Sorry, Clem. These two are going to show you the festive menu. Also, we've got a wedding on Skeem Saam, so make sure you stick around for all of that action. We are going to give you the whole truth, the naked truth about good menus on your Feel Good Breakfast show. You should stay there.
Bespoke.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
It's always bound to be a happy Tuesday indeed, whenever it is that we get to be together right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. And this is why we always say you got to make sure Monday to Friday, 6 to 9 a.m., we wake up together on S3, okay? Right about now, though, I am so excited for us to have a little bit of a show crossover. And I say this because it is within the SABC that we always have all kinds of content, and one of the biggest shows in the whole of Mzansi. Actually, I'm going to say the whole of Southern Africa, honey. I am talking about Skeem Saam. This is where we have been seeing the wedding of the nation, and one where honestly and truly I think that it was done so beautifully. I am talking about us getting into it with one of the actual people who is part of those nuptials. Her name is Amanda Manko-Bats. She plays Lizzie on Skeem Saam, and she's here to tell us all about this wedding that we know we all are so excited about it happening. Amanda, how are you?
I'm good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good, thank you, gorgeous. Thank you for making time, because I know that you guys are very busy on set and things like that. Love, please tell us, first and foremost, for anybody who has been living under a rock, but also has been living under the person who's living under a rock and doesn't know what Skeem Saam is.
Yeah.
What is the series all about?
Skeem Saam is a series that follows the life of 3 boys. That's actually how it started 13 years ago, following 3 boys from boyhood into manhood, right?
Yes.
And right now, though, we navigate through different lifestyles about the life in turf and just mainly based in turf.
Yeah. I love that. And I think that it's something that so many people have been able to resonate with. And this is why South Africa loves it so much.
Yeah.
I mean, has it been crazy to just see the growth of Skeem Saam over the last couple of years?
It definitely has. It definitely has. And I've been fortunate enough that I joined Skeem Saam in season 2. We are now in season 12.
Yeah. So you ask him somewhere, not Amanda.
So I mean, when I joined Skeem Saam, my character Elizabeth was still in high school. She went to varsity. You know, she grew basically with the show because she went to varsity. She studied to be a doctor. She did her housemanship. Now she's a fully fledged doctor. Now she's married.
That's my girl.
So yeah, it's been nice to just kind of see the growth alongside my colleague Clement, who obviously plays my husband.
Yes, and speak to us about that relationship, because I know, you know, that it is a story that we're being told, but I feel like we all have just fallen in love with you guys. How has it been kind of just developing the story with him?
I think it was kind of, it got to a point when it's a bit easier because they've always just had some love-hate relationship from high school.
Yeah.
So it's a storyline that for people who have actually followed Skeem Saam have seen it blossom all the way from high school.
Yes.
They had a love-hate relationship. They didn't want each other. In actual fact, Clement is the one that organized Elizabeth's first boyfriend because she was just like, oh, I need this girl away from me.
Yes.
And today, you know, you can't keep them apart.
No, you can't, honey.
It's like a fairy tale life story.
Exactly, and that's what I was going to call it, a fairy tale, because I feel like with us just kind of looking at you guys and being like, even me, I want that.
Yes, and we've actually gotten a lot of comments, obviously, with the wedding that's happened on Friday from my family side, Elizabeth's family side, and yesterday it was at his side. But a lot of people are saying, are you sure it's just acting? Because it feels and looks like a real wedding. And I think Skeem Saam did very well with this wedding because it's a traditional wedding. And if anyone knows anything about Limpopo, our weddings are the it.
Come on.
When it comes to Limpopo, we don't compromise when it comes to wedding.
Yes.
The attire will be there.
The food.
The food.
Konke.
Exactly. So we did that checklist at Skeem Saam. Like, I was just like,
I'm proud.
I know.
I love it.
We went all out.
And guys, you have so much reason to be proud because I think you genuinely did such a good job. But speak to us about those scenes, because you know people asking like, is that actually, you know, not real, guys?
Yeah.
How was it getting into those intimate scenes and just making sure that you really tell the story?
I think, you know, with just particularly the wedding, we shot it over a period of 4 or 5 days. I can't really recall how it was kind of over a couple of days.
Yeah.
And my co-star, we had that. We were in that mood for all the 4 days. And I remember when we shot our first scene where Elizabeth was walking down the aisle, I was nerve-wracking. I felt like this is it. And when he had to say his vows, he was shaking.
Yeah.
And he's like, phew, this feels so real. It was so for those 4 days, we literally lived our characters and we were so in love with each other as Elizabeth and Zamo. And I think that's what resonates and what comes across. But also, I just think that the whole crew and cast, everyone felt it. Everyone felt when we were shooting it that this is an actual wedding.
Yeah.
Everyone from wardrobe department. Have you seen Lizzie's dress?
Babes,
did you see Lizzie's dress?
Who did not see Lizzie's dress? Get out of here.
Like the attire, everything was just on point.
It really was.
Yeah.
And for me, I also know though that of course we've been talking about all of these things that have been happening. Let's talk about the future.
Yes.
Let's look at when we are talking about Mantuli and Lizzie being under one roof.
Yes.
How do you think it's going to play out? Because I know that, like, you know, the writers tell you guys and everything, but for you, how do you think it's going to happen?
I mean, you know what I'm going to do, right?
Okay.
The cameras will probably not see me, like the guys at home are not going to see me, but I'm just going to do a pan, and I'm talking to people behind the cameras, right?
Okay.
And then they'll give me a nod in terms of how much I can,
Okay.
If I can just give you a snippet.
A little. Oh, you're going to ask? Please ask.
Yeah,
okay.
Can I get a nod?
Can I? Yes,
A little bit.
yes.
Okay. So yeah, they've given me a go ahead, just a little bit. So it's there is gonna be some sort of drama when we get into the double-story house. Obviously I'm not gonna get into what type of drama, but we know 6:30 SABC1, where you guys will be able to tell that it's not just going to be hunky-dory.
Yeah.
And I think we're gonna just build on from what the wedding was.
Yeah.
And it's gonna go even further. If the wedding was on level 10,
What level are we going to?
we are going to, because we've just established a double story.
Yeah,
Right?
Yes.
My husband has
Your hubby?
My husband has built a double story for
yes.
his mother. But I, as now the newlywed, I'm going to stay in that house.
Yes.
And the mother has never really liked his Elizabeth. She was not approving of this marriage to begin with. So we are going to touch base, and a lot of people are going to resonate with this one.
I foresee drama, and I love it because Skeem Saam has never ever lacked in that. Babe, congratulations, well done to you guys. It really is amazing to see. And of course, we can catch it up on SABC Plus, right?
Yes,
we missed it.
Yes, you have missed it. SABC Plus, that's where you can catch it.
Beautiful family. I do tell you, if you did miss it, then dude, you don't want to get left behind. People are talking about it at the prize. You're going to be on your own. Don't do that to yourself. Go and check it out, my love. It is on SABC Plus. But right about now, we're throwing things back all the way to the beautiful Graham and the beautiful Carl.
Woo! She called me beautiful. What'd she call you?
Oh, beautiful as
Yeah,
well.
exactly. But that's such a
Needs
great
more.
storyline
Needs
for
more.
Skeem Saam, hey? Because it's very relative to the time we're in now, with the in-laws coming over, etc., etc. Woo!
I love the fact that the mother-in-law has been painted as the next villain. It's not always the case, okay? But now we love that kind of storyline.
Yeah.
So, Carl, picture this. After shopping hours have closed, festive decorations at your fingertips, and you're thinking, hang on a minute, how come the store's even open? How come I can access all these goodies all under one roof?
I mean, you access that because Graham had his whole game festive night out. It was an extravaganza. And I know this guy got up to all sorts of things with regard to those customers and clients, unbeatable deals, and people experiencing what it is to have a festive night out with game. Take a look.
Welcome to Game's annual Festive Night Out, an after-hours shopping extravaganza. They've given us a little extra time to capitalize on some amazing deals, even better than normal. So the clock is ticking, the deals are waiting. Let's waste no more time and go and check it out. Come on. Now, Nizam knows his customers better than anybody else, so I think you fully understand just how amazing the Festive Night Out is. But maybe you can give us a bit of background on why this evening is such a big, special occasion in your yearly calendar. What's it all about?
Graham, today is our festive night out for our customers. We're giving our customers 10% of everything in the store. It really is an exciting experience, a good opportunity, and a fantastic deal for customers to get their last-minute Christmas shopping.
So I had to accost the most TV-ready shopper that I could. Norma is stood beside me with the most beautiful smile, which says, hopefully, you've had a great shopping experience. But first off, I've got to ask, how are you after this crazy year? What's your 2023 been like?
In the beginning, it was a bit challenging financially, I can say. But luckily for me, I got a promotion in June, so now my finances are starting to catch up.
I love that for you, sister. So what have you been shopping for today?
Today I'm shopping with my friend. Tomorrow is my friend's son's birthday. So we're just here doing a little bit of shopping here and there, but we decided to come to Game just to get those essentials.
So why did you choose to shop here?
I choose to shop at Game because mostly Game you find items at discounted price. For instance, these beddings, I've got this one for 170 rand, so I decided to buy two.
Exactly, that's a double high five. I love it. What are you guys going to do to enhance that customer experience? What do shoppers get out of their visit on a festive night out?
Graham, Canal Walk is a special place to be. We are one of the flagship stores in Game South Africa. Our festive campaign this year is compliments of the season. So when they walk into our store, you walk through our toy section, you'll find toys actually live there for your kids to play. You go to our wellness and gym section, you can actually work out in our gym department. You can experience an 86-inch TV, giving our customers a world-class experience. So we really listen to our customers and deliver in every aspect.
So I've got to ask, what's on the wish list? Has anything jumped out here that you've seen that you might want your dad to sneak into the trolley?
Yeah, actually quite a few things. I do need a new bicycle, a new skateboard, a new helmet to match my bike, maybe some nice pastel highlighters, some school supplies, getting ready for 2024. So yeah, grade 6, woo!
Yeah, I love that. We are pumped, and the fact that you can get absolutely everything here at a 10% discount, it's amazing. Game has got you covered from stationery, from the toys, to yes, even the socks that Dad might need. Absolutely awesome. You guys are incredible. Boom and boom. I love my experience at any game, and yes, I am a little biased, but the Canal Walk store is really special to me. I know Nizam is so emotionally invested, not only in his own store and how beautiful it is and the staff that work here, but most importantly, the shoppers. We've all been through the challenges, the highs and lows, and Game has been there to help us through that. Not just with the stuff we want, but the stuff we need every day. I want to say my festive night out has been a singular experience, but it hasn't been, because I know I'm going to get this value proposition every time I step into a game. It's not just about the big ticket items that you're going to get for Christmas, it's about the everyday items. Tonight, 10% off. I get to shop not just what I want, but what I need when I want to. Now that is a value proposition. Wow.
Absolutely amazing. You know what I loved about that? It felt like any other day that you were in Game, because the savings are always there. The value is always there. The product range is always there. Absolutely brilliant. Well done, Game.
We're not going anywhere. We still have a lot of game to go until 9 a.m. on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. In fact, Abby and Clem, the two faces who will pop up on your screen now, are ready to show you what a festive menu should look like. Compliments of our good friends. So make sure you stick around for that. Look at that already.
Oh, that's a feast. It's a feast. It's a festive feast. Don't even joke, okay?
Yes.
And then, of course, we need some prezzies to go with that festive feast, and we might be providing one of 5 lucky viewers with one of these amazing prizes. We are filling a stocking just for you. These prizes are insane, and you've only got today to enter. We'll give you those details next.
Mzansi, enhance what you love. Add more of what you need to your contract. Choose from a range of enhanced options in-store or online. Further together. Vodacom.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. Oh, it is time. This is going to happen at some point this year. Creating a festive and appealing Christmas menu involves some showstoppers. I should just leave it there because these are showstoppers. They're going to bring both the holiday spirit and a touch of luxury to the table. We talk about gratitude. Show your gratitude to the people that you love when you bring them to your table. And here to present us with a Woolworths bling menu with Insta-worthy starters, mains, and best-dressed desserts is Abigail Donnelly and Chef Cliff! Oh, my word. I didn't think I could be this excited about food. I know I've been fasting a lot, so maybe that's got something to do with it. But Abs, when we say bling, okay, wow. I wanted you to explain, but now I can see. I understand. But in your mind, as someone who's got to put the bling on the cover of the magazine, what is a bling menu according to Woolies, according to Abby and Clem?
Well, it is all about convenience. Everybody, all the PDs have brought their wealth of knowledge and just that excitement into products. These glasses aren't going to work. It's just that sense of, like, yeah, it's luxury and it's just, you know, they put it together and all you have to do is add the bling. So I love edible shimmer, which is on the shelves. Gold, 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 and I roll anything that I possibly can into gold. Even the lamb, once it's roasted, I like painting the little pieces of gold.
I'm going to do a
So
fillet.
it's completely bling. Fruit rolled, we've done cherries in edible gold. You can get edible silver shimmer. Yeah, just
because then it suddenly
play
starts
and
looking
just-
like fine dining. It starts to look like a restaurant.
It does, exactly.
It really does.
And then you've just kind of not spent too long in the kitchen, which is great. I'm trying to find my glasses.
I know, but you can't see them now.
There we
You have
go.
Your glasses
There
on.
they
There we
are.
go.
we can
I'm over
actually-
here, Abby. It's Graham. It's Graham. In
Hello.
case you were wondering. I know the height differential might give it away. Our best ever lines, buddy. Our best ever lines. That's quite a statement to make when
It
you're
is.
coming from Woolies, because
And Woolies
the precedent has been set.
And Woolies don't play when they make that statement. And it's also about the attention to detail and the amount of time they put into what they call their best ever. And it's all about the most exceptional Woolies quality. And we've seen it come through with the best ever gammon. And we've had a taste of that best ever gammon. And it is magic. It is
We
magic.
went crazy with the gammon yesterday.
We did.
Because there needs to be enough for Boxing Day for the armies.
And I do believe,
100%.
I mean, if you look at the size of it, it feeds a lot of people and it's going to last, it's going to stretch across the festive season. We've also seen the best ever mince pies. And I cannot get enough. They are so good. We've seen the Malva cake come out. We've also seen what Abby's busy with now, which is the trout wreath. Okay? And this is quite a showstopper because usually people think that your big roasts are the crowd pleaser.
For sure.
But actually, Woolies have gone and done that across from your starters to your sides, to your big roast, to your desserts. And what Abby's working now is a show-stopping dessert. So you actually get the ribbons in there, and then you get this beautiful mousse, which I was busy with. My suggestion is keep this in the fridge to the very last minute.
Yeah.
Okay, keep
Do
it
not
as
bring this out.
fresh as
Yeah,
possible.
also
Sure.
because we don't have
40 degrees it
there
is
we
in
go.
Uppington
There we
today,
go.
my brother.
40 degrees. Well, there's no white Christmas happening here, so keep your stuff in the fridge as long as you can. Keep everything chilled. And it's also great because this dish does not take long to come together. It takes about 5 minutes, as Abby's going to demonstrate now. Keep everything in the fridge. Then we've also seen the best of a chocolate desserts. And if we look at it,
What
it's
is that
so
even?
beautiful.
What do you call that?
Is it
Is it a
even?
cake? Is it a dessert? Is it
we
a
go.
mousse?
You got your cake bottom, and then you got your 2 layers of mousse, and your ganache over the
So
top.
everything is what you're saying. It is all
Everything,
of that.
chocolate, and then they also give you little chocolate balls with it. Abby, I'm just gonna move in real quick,
Okay.
and then get these.
And I'm just going to smack that down and hope that
Okay, and everyone is singing that theme song
Look,
from
magic.
that grown-up cartoon
It's a
right now,
little
because you
bit
just
of
mentioned the
magic.
chocolate balls can just calm down. Look at that.
Abby, that's amazing, and you should do the smack. Balls go down. Abby's gold glitter.
Well, this was maybe both of you can put this on for the home chef looking to really beef up, ramp up that presentation. We know the gold is there, but how do we go about styling? Obviously, I was going to say some restraint, but that's not really your thing, hey, Clem?
No, it's-
Restraint.
Not mine either, actually.
And I mean, it's also what I've learned being with Abby for 10 years, working in styling. You've taken the Woolies pumpkin rings.
Yes, look at that.
Which is really beautiful and like it's so defined on its own. And you've piled them up and you've gone and you've gilded some cherries gold and an edible leaf and with a gold fork. And already it just looks so beautiful.
And this is not going to break the bank.
No.
If people walk in and see this on the table, when we talk about a showstopper, this is it.
Yeah,
Incredible.
absolutely. So Woolies have gone the extra mile to put that Woolies exceptional quality into all these products. All they want you to do is to add the final touches. So the Malva crown, for instance, and then they've left the caramel for you to get a little creative. So you know what?
Siphon and suck right out of the piping bag. No, don't
you
do it.
can.
But if you bought it, you're allowed to. That's my rule in the family. Okay?
You grab this one, I grab this one.
I'm constantly telling my kids, who bought the food? Okay, who bought it? Okay, I can eat as much of the food as I want if I bought it.
And
okay, what are we going to do here, man?
I'm using these little easy-to-go crudités, which you can just put
little
into
radishes and things?
little radishes, little like vegetable Christmas baubles, and you can use spring onions, and you just embellish it and go a little bit.
And I love that because if you're
crazy.
going for something lighter, you don't have to have like every roast available. You can have a bit of light and shade.
Exactly.
You can have your richer roast. You can have your chicken if you want it. Oh my, don't even talk about those roast potatoes. I don't even know what is going on.
We're going to get there. We're going to get there.
Oh my word. But you can kind of make it a little bit al fresco-y. I'm going to go on top of your guy like that.
Wherever you want to go.
Oh.
We're talking about the roast potatoes. So a good duck fat roast potato is essential to the festive season, right?
Is that how you've got that crisp upon crisp upon
You
crisp
know.
there?
But the thing is, once your potatoes are in the oven, potatoes are very selfish. Once they're in the oven busy roasting, they don't like anything else to be in the oven with them. And that's the truth.
Look at that.
Okay?
I'm struggling with this.
There we go.
It's a delicate thing.
It's so
Use your
beautiful.
soft, delicate hands, Clem.
I'm just trying not to be too
Can
rough.
use my strong hand. There we go.
Yeah.
I didn't even have to use my strong hand. It's okay.
So look at this. Look how beautiful this is, and then you can just kind of plonk it on a platter like that, and it's a beautiful edible wreath. And then you can put a little mince pie inside.
Do you know why I love you, Abby? We're looking
or a
at the most
little pie.
exquisitely tailored and designed table. I'm like, how do you do it? And Abby's like, well, you plonk and you plonk. But that's the bottom line here, is it's plug and play. It's so easy to achieve.
Yeah.
Look at that.
That's pretty, man. Man, look at that.
You can put that in a cooler box and take it to a picnic, and you've got like, oh my gosh, just some crackers, some French loaf.
Okay, so if this is your best ever, if Woolie's best ever, what's your best ever out of the best evers? What are you most looking forward to tucking into on Christmas Day?
It's usually gammon, but I'm just going to choose something else. And it's definitely the Malva crown. It is just spectacular. You can add it to your table. Obviously, have your trifle as well, and maybe a little
whatever
pavlova.
your traditional kick is,
and then it just goes a long way. And you can add gold. What I like to do is roll chuckles into this shimmer. I shimmer everything, and then just scatter them on top as well. And
there we go. So like I was saying, my favorite is definitely the lamb crown, because your potatoes in the oven, they don't want anything else in the oven, so let them have that real estate, and you do the lamb crown on the braai. It's where it's at.
Get
It is so
out.
good. It feeds the masses. It is beautiful. The prep's been done for you. All you have to do is just pop it on the braai, and you're good to go.
You know, I was going to say go and enjoy this, but this is going to sell out today, like in the next hour. So please, if you want to get your goodies on Woolie's best range, and they've called it our best ever, which is quite a statement to make. Get on board, shop the best ever lines and a whole lot more at Woolworths, in-store, online, or on the app, and then just start plonking. That's all you need to do. That is spectacular, absolutely beautiful.
And sometimes, as I was saying to Carl earlier on, to get this like feeding more people, stuff it with like a pork sausage or a beef sausage or a boerewors or with some
things we do on the braai.
Dried, breadcrumbs, and I've got a present for you too.
For me?
Yes. Yeah, because I know that you like Father Christmas.
Oh, I love it. Father Christmas has come to play again. Hello, Father Christmas. Oh, he's fantastical. I am going to get a count on him out here right now in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 to go over to Cole.
As Abby rightly mentioned, right, you could stuff that particular item, but we've decided to stuff stockings for you. It's your last chance. And calling all Expresso viewers, including you, it's your last chance to be one of 5 lucky viewers to unwrap the magic and win big this festive season. So to join the fun, reply to the festive competition post on Expresso's Facebook, X or Instagram pages and tell us who in your life deserves a heartwarming surprise and why. And do remember to include hashtag Expresso Festive. Then mark your calendars, because on Friday, 22 December, that's right, this Friday, tune into your Feel Good Breakfast show, because we might just be calling you. 5 lucky viewers will get the chance to pick a festive stocking, any one, live on air, and reveal an absolutely fantastic hidden surprise. Now, I'm sure you're wondering what's in the stocking. I'm so glad you asked that, because a Thermomix TM6 valued at 29,995 Rand could be stuffed in one of these stockings. Plus, if that's not all, I suppose Xbox Series S is what your kid, in fact, maybe you've been wanting. You could win that, valued at 7,599 Rand. And then indulge in a 2,000 Rand Skin Miles voucher. Or how about a Shemansky gold Cape Town pendant with diamond and chain worth 7,500 Rand. Or an Environ skincare consultation and curated skincare routine valued at 5,000 Rand. We didn't hold back because you always support us on your Feel Good Breakfast show, and thank you for that. You deserve to be rewarded. Competition closes at midday today, and so get entering right now. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com. Good luck. We want to give you prizes this Friday.
Ooh, the feel goodness continues right here on S3. And honestly and truly, I feel like whether it is the Johannesburg studio or the Cape Town studio, we got us helping that is going to make you happy indeed. And this morning, actually, I told you that we were going to be getting into somebody that is absolutely talented. I am talking about none other than Darren. He is in the building, and he's going to be giving us such a beautiful performance in a little bit. So you got to stick around for that. But then also coming up, we're going to be getting into some glam festive table setting ideas. Yeah, you got to make sure that Christmas is looking good, honey. And we're going to show you how to do that right here on Expresso. Do not go anywhere. We're going to take a short break. And when we come back, we get to know Darren a bit more.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast Show.
This morning, I hope you're smiling. I hope you're feeling good. If you are already, we're going to make you feel better, right? But if you aren't, then I can promise you, getting to know this next gentleman is going to make you all kinds of feeling good. I am talking about somebody who was Eastern Cape raised, as well as someone who went on to go and do the things that need to be done in the music industry. Yes, he is also someone that you need to know about, because I can tell you his future is bright indeed. I am talking about Darren. Darren Shanik, thank you for coming through and being with us today.
Thank you for having me, Zanele.
Oh, of course, my fellow East Londoner.
Yes.
Oh, my goodness. Darren, can you tell everyone how far we traveled to get here? We had to take a bus, a ship. We had to jump on a plane.
Your girl, we had to like hitchhike on the way.
Because Darren, you're obviously from the Eastern Cape, but you're now chasing gold in the city of gold. Tell us first and foremost, because of course your family is somebody who, or rather they are people who are in music. So who was in music exactly, and how did they influence you?
Well, So both my parents, my mom is a singer. My dad is also a musician. He plays a couple of instruments.
Yes.
And he's also a pastor. So we grew up in the church, singing in the praise and worship team. My mom would lead, my dad on the keyboard. I do backing vocals and harmonies.
This is so cute.
So mama and daddy.
You guys were like the Jackson 3.
Something like that. That's my brother on drums.
Oh, Jackson 4, you see, exactly. Yeah. Oh, that's so beautiful. And I think that you guys obviously, you know, had such a great upbringing because you still went on to graduate. Yes, and you graduated in a lot of things, not Darren. It is music, it is communication, it is... What did you not graduate in? Tell us about your degree.
So I studied media and communications at Nelson Mandela University. And I'm glad that that's what I chose to study and that it was part of, you know, my journey and my course in life. Because I think not only in a professional capacity, but obviously in my music career as well. Starting off, it's very difficult to navigate the industry. It's, you know, you don't always have the resources and sometimes you've got to do a lot of that work on your own. So I'm really grateful that that came along and I was able to
incorporate
it. Exactly.
Yes, I love that. And of course, you moved to Johannesburg around about like 10 years ago, is that correct?
Yeah, I think it's going on 11, almost 12 years now.
Wow,
yeah, I don't know the exact year, but it's been a little over a decade.
Tell us about the journey then, because, you know, just like you're saying, sometimes you don't have all of the resources that you need, and it can be a little bit of a struggle when it comes to chasing this dream that a lot of people do chase. How has the journey been for you?
Yeah, it's been a journey. Like you said, we had to take buses and
trains and now they don't know.
So it's been quite a journey, lots of learnings along the way. But I think, you know, those learnings are so important because it allows you to hone in on and focus on what your passion and where the work goes into.
Come on.
Yeah, so it's been a mix of that and fast forward, here I am.
Yes, and honey, you're doing so amazingly. I mean, you're on Expresso. Thank you very much. But Darren, tell us a little bit about the very first single that you put out that kind of put you out into the world, which of course was in 2017. Tell us about that song and what exactly it means to you.
So my first single, as you mentioned, it's called Fronting. It was released in 2017. And the song was really written about, I would say, love in the time that we're living in, you know, social media and digital, and it's a different dynamic, you know, like sliding into DMs and then you're blocked.
And you see, I always say that social media made our lives so difficult because back in the day, all you did was write a letter and that was it. Now you're being blocked by people.
Exactly. People watching your stories. And,
or not watching your stories.
Or not watching.
Yes.
So, I mean, I feel like it's complicated, but it's called fronting because I think, you know, we also sometimes put a version of ourselves out there. But I think, you know, with the name fronting, it's more in that relationship space where someone's being shady and kind of, you know, ghosting you and...
Don't even say it.
They're fronting.
They're fronting. Don't even say it, Darren. I think you just triggered a lot of South Africa. Oh, my goodness. But Darren, I also know that you are someone who genuinely is just such a purist when it comes to music. Like, it's something that you genuinely love. So before I let you go and do a little bit of sound check, I want to ask you very quickly, what do you love most about this musical journey that you're on? And what makes you still want to go back each and every time?
It's a deep one, but...
Speak to us, honey.
To be quite honest, I think when you're able to really connect, what you truly connect with what you're really passionate about, you dig deep within yourself and you find the best version of yourself. You're forced to confront your weaknesses, what you're not crazy about yourself. And you put the work in, you know, or you accept it. So I think for me, the journey has been one of just being... It's been a journey of discovery, finding myself, finding my sound, how to connect with people, because we don't live in this world on our own. And I guess my broader purpose in life.
I love that. Well, Darren, I can tell that you're fully living in it, and we are so blessed to be able to witness it. And I can't wait for us to have some more chats. However, right about now, like I said, Darren's going to do a bit of a sound check because he is going to be entertaining us a little bit later on. But we want to throw back things to the man with the hair. I'm talking about Carl. He's standing by in the dining room.
Thank you, Zanele. Now, you know what? When it comes to glam, okay, people talk about glam all the time. They use glam here and there, but I feel like we need to really just kind of hone down on exactly what it is. So a Christmas table is where the whole family gathers to share stories and laugh a little louder and create lasting memories. But we have a stylist and blogger, also my favorite, Megan Pedro, I said it out loud, is here to add a touch of glam and sophistication to our festive table so that it's a memorable occasion. Now, when it comes to glam, let's first unpack what that means. Because when I think glam, I think sparkles.
Oh, yes.
Joie.
Yes.
Shower.
Wow.
Twinkle. You know, that sort of thing.
It's a lot of French.
It is, yes, that's it. But I think glam is essentially just really, I feel like it's adding effort with sparkle for people you love.
Oh.
I feel like that's what glam is to me.
beautiful.
But what is it to you?
I mean, that's essentially what it is. I mean, really, dressing up an outfit is exactly the same,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
You can have the most boring black outfit, but as soon as you come in with the glam and the sparkle, the finishing touches, it just elevates it to another level.
And that's why we need to do this. And I think a festive table, we've seen so many different dynamic tables that you've set up for us, and we want to thank you for that. I mean, we've done al fresco and we've done, you know, glam, etc. So, but let's focus on this one over here. How do we go about creating glam? And I mean, how do we even tell the difference? What's the palette for glam?
Ooh, okay, I love that. So a neutral palette is always something that I think is great to start with.
Okay.
And then you elevate it by mixing metallics. That is probably one of the easiest ways.
Metallics.
So you could go all silver or you can go all gold, but I immediately think there is such a touch of sparkle when you mix the two together.
Aha. I agree, because I'm seeing the silver elements and the gold, and they're playing off each other, which is great.
Yes.
Also, silver and gold, to me, speaks to celebratory metallics.
100%.
You know, you get gold anniversaries, silver anniversaries, and that's why it comes to mind when you see it on a table. So immediately you think, we're celebrating.
Yeah. Also, it's in a neutral color palette, so you're not overpowering anything, but there's that touch of sparkle. I mean, imagine if this is just at the window and that sunlight is just hitting it. It just has such a beautiful, you know, sparkle.
Yes, and that's it. And I mean, this is why glam, I suppose, is a word. We can interpret it in the way we want to. In fact, let's look at the elements we have on the table now.
Amazing.
Because what I'm enjoying is these plates, man. Can we talk about the plates?
Yes, 100%.
Can we please start with the plates? They are gorgeous.
The plates, this actually comes in your dinner plate, your side plate, and your pasta plate. This is the Alhambra.
It's beautiful.
How absolutely
it is
stunning.
Beautiful. It's like you don't want to put food in there.
No, but how does this save you? This is dishwasher safe.
Stop it.
So you wouldn't think so because of the metallic finish.
Yes.
But who's doing dishes this festive
Nobody's
season, right?
doing
Nobody's
dishes.
doing
No,
dishes this festive season. So this is absolutely, I mean, it is glam to the next level. So absolutely such a great way to just add a touch of sparkle to your table. So this is how beautiful the main plate is set. So again, you can kind of make the masterpiece of your food on the center, which is lovely. And then this is set right here. And then, you know, add in another touch of sparkle, the earrings as it is.
Yes.
Your beautiful cutlery set.
Okay, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I am obsessed because this is, it's just something like when you sit at a table and you've got cutlery like that, you know the meal is going to be amazing. I mean, you can serve me crisps, but if you do it with the cutlery, I'm like, this is sophisticated crisps. So I love this.
This is the Brooklyn set, which is great. So imagine, you know, you're just dishing up your roast potatoes with this, immediately takes it to the next level. So I'm loving the cutlery sets for this year. And then we'll go on to, I mean, is there anything more Gatsby-esque, right?
I love this because, I mean, at home, I'm, you know, the cocktail aficionado. So I like receptacles.
Okay.
So when I see something like this, immediately I think fruity, light, bright. You know, I'm thinking about the sours and, you know, and you know, obviously it can be a mocktail as well. You know, there are a lot of people around the table.
Yes.
I think that's going to be great, especially with this. And if you just ting it together, you know,
Just so
that ring
glam, right?
can tell you it's glam. That's the ring of glam.
So just the size of it, this is your champagne saucer, which I love it, right? The rim is also quite nice because you can play with different garnishes. It really is, again, another centerpiece for your table. And then talking about your centerpieces, we spoke about having an offset one the other day, which I still believe in with the kind of heights. But these, as you can see, you can kind of see through them. They have a slight acrylic to them, and they are all the LED lights. So what is nice, load shedding is again not going to, you know, stop our buzz. So we've got a beautiful, you know, selection of fairy lights, and then of course your LED Christmas trees, your candles.
Candles.
Candles
very,
are
very
super
good.
important, and also very like a great mood setter. And this we've set on top of beautiful, again, gold pillars, so it just stands taller. It's not gonna, get onto your table runners and your tablecloth, which is beautiful.
I am super impressed, and I don't know how you're going to pick this year with regard to al fresco or any of the other designs or glam. Like, what do you think that you and Clem are going to go for this year?
I don't think pick. There's an occasion for everything, right? This is the festive season where you really are going to be entertaining. Don't do the same thing. Don't do the same thing. So I often have an outside table because you'll have to go outside and sit there when you come, and you have your, your beautiful drink station, and then you move in for the main event, and then you kind of move around your home. But there are so many occasions over this festive season that really allows, maybe this is your New Year's table, maybe this is, your glam is full Christmas Day, and your al fresco is, your Boxing Day when you
This is great.
Yeah.
And that's, so I think just to wrap things up, just what Megan just kind of took us through, start with a neutral palette, all right? Then build the metallics, add the sparkle, and then add the love.
In all your details. I mean, these Zen platters are just such a great way. It's a neutral palette with that touch of gold.
This is great. Thank you so much. It's been phenomenal. I'm obsessed with this.
You're taking that. Okay.
I might take this home. I really might. You need to try it. What do you call the set? Is
The Brooklyn.
The Brooklyn. Take the Brooklyn set. It's great. And I mean, this is how we do it. This is how we do it. Whether you're hosting a festive gathering or simply enjoying the season with loved ones, Woolies Decorations will add a touch of glam to your celebrations. Plus, get 30% off Christmas decor items until 24 December. Shop this deal in-store, online, and on the app. More holiday deals are available. And if you want to see how Woolworths does it, go to woolworths.co.za. T's and C's apply. Get glam.
Oh, this is how we do it.
This is how we do it.
La 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 la.
This is how we do it.
Oh, this is how we do it.
And this is how we do it, from glam to adding a little bliss to that festive Christmas table. We got you covered. Then Darren Shanik is going to be performing just for you. We're going to make it feel like the holidays have begun already. That's all on the way right now. Stick around.
Nowhere's more festive than the Expresso kitchen this season, as you get the chance to bake your way to 50,000 Rand with Golden Cloud and Beacon. With all entry details on the Expresso social pages, reply to the competition post with a picture and description of your festive season masterpiece for a chance to compete live in the Expresso kitchen for that grand prize of 50,000 Rand. Entries close December the 20th. T's and C's apply.
Welcome back, you beauties. Once again, I'm going to say it, we appreciate you. We love you.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you so much for joining us for the final few days of our official year. Just 6 days till Christmas. But it only comes once a year, and so does the Lindor Silver Limited Edition. Filled with a delicious mix of your favorite Lindor truffles and more, the Lindor Silver Limited Edition will be the perfect addition to your Christmas table. It's a gift in and of itself.
I like
Every
the
little
silver.
one. It is.
It's the silver. Remember, we were just talking about a glam table, if you missed that. It was about like building metallics. This could be one of those little
Could go
items
next to
on
the
the table.
Brooklands.
Could be
I
so
love
easy.
it.
Now, each box of these, right, it contains a delicious mix of, it's got milk in there, it's got coconut, it's got dulce de leche, as well as milk and white truffles, making it a crowd pleaser, as Graham will just show you now.
Have you seen one of the gold ones in the
See,
silver?
but that can also be a decoration. So if you just
have
hold
a
that up
look-
there,
have a little look
at
at
that
that guy.
on your table. That is a decoration for glam. Remember, we're going to do a nice dinner, and those are the metallics that we were talking about, and it's in the box.
It's absolutely beautiful, and let's be honest, a person does feel special when they
Right.
get one of these little guys. So maybe you can like start on a table setting, they can have one afterwards.
Exactly.
It's all beautiful, and it's designed to look beautiful on the table, but it's a great way of saying thank you, maybe elevating the style of your setting. It just adds that glam, that glips, and a taste of bliss.
Right.
The box itself
There we go.
is probably not going to last long,
Just
so
make
enjoy
sure
it
it's
because
sealed and beautiful.
thinking
There
about
you
it's
go.
going to be a very limited edition in your household.
It is.
It's going to go very quickly. And in the spirit of Christmas, we are giving you guys the chance to win your very own lint hamper to the value of 1,000 rand.
1,000 Rand. Why is my pinky here? It made sense. All right, reply to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook or Instagram pages and tell us this. What lint item will you be gifting a loved one for the festive season? Here's my answer. Hey, look at that.
Merry
Snap.
Christmas, man.
Don't
Look at
forget to add hashtag celebrate with lint. That's LINDT. T's and C's can be found on expressoshow.com, and really just celebrate somebody in your life with this amazing gift.
Even yourself.
This year, take the time to melt into your holiday moments with Lindor. Irresistibly smooth chocolate from the Lindt Master Chocolatier.
Hey, let's get into news. And of course, it's just before 8 o'clock. The city of Johannesburg's emergency services urges residents not to leave electrical appliances unattended to avoid fires. With the festive season in full swing, there is a tendency to forget switching off appliances. Meanwhile, Cape Town Metro Council disaster management officials were at Dunoon near Milnerton yesterday to take stock of a blaze at the weekend in the Itembeni extension, which destroyed 260 residential structures, affecting some thousands of residents. Aid organizations, Gift of the Givers, is providing food, blankets, and mattresses to the victims. Now, dozens of miners from the Impala Bafokeng Platinum Mine in Rustenburg in Northwest have reportedly started an underground strike again. It's reported that they are dissatisfied with a variety of issues, including salaries and the distribution of shares. The management of the mine has said that in the meantime, it would start legal action against all employees who participated in the underground sit-in strike a week ago. The management says that the present strikers have violated the code of conduct of the mine and that their action amounts to crime. On to international news. Egypt's President Abdul Fattah al-Sisi has won a third six-year term with 89.6% of the vote. The former army chief beat three low-profile candidates. Egypt's faltering economy and the war in Gaza were key electoral issues. As Sisi, who's 69, first became president in 2014, a year after he had led the military's overthrow of the Islamist predecessor Mohamed Morsi, and he won again in 2018. The latest victory means he will hold power until 2029, when he is barred by the constitution of running again. North Korea has fired its most advanced long-range intercontinental ballistic missile, commonly referred to as an ICBM. The latest North Korean ICBM landed in the sea west of the Japanese island of Hokkaido, and the West immediately strongly condemned the action. The missile was in the air for 73 minutes over a distance of some 1,000 kilometers. Now, the missile has potential range of up to 15,000 kilometers, far enough to hit North America. This was North Korea's fifth successful launch of an ICBM rocket. And video calling is not just for people these days. Scientists have found that pet parrots, which were taught to make video calls to other birds, show signs of feeling less isolated. And believe it or not, they also began to engage in more social behavior. The scientists' analysis was based on some 1,000 hours of footage of 18 pet parrots. They first learned to ring a bell and then touch a picture of another bird on the screen of a tablet device to trigger a call to that bird. They made 147 deliberate calls to each other and incredibly began to engage in more social behavior, including preening, singing and play. The research is published in Proceedings of the 2023 CHI Conference on Human Factors in Computing Systems. How sweet is that? To wrap up news on your Feel Good Breakfast Show. Let's take a last look at your sporting action, and Graham is standing by.
Right, bringing you a quick sporting synopsis of the lay of the land. Let's start with UEFA. And in the Champions League last 16, some great matchups. Defending champs Man City, they gear up to clash with FC Copenhagen, setting up the stage for a rematch on City's turf. That was after the Man Click hit that during the group stages. And meanwhile, Barcelona and Napoli face off in a high-stakes showdown. Then Inter Milan, they square off against old foes Atletico Madrid. And then Real Madrid tackle RB Leipzig. And staying with footballing news, Man City in the news for the wrong reasons. Now they've been fined some 120,000 euros. That's 2.8 million rand, following a heated incident where players swarmed referee Simon Hooper in protest of what was, admittedly, a contentious call during their 3-3 draw with Tottenham Hotspur. So Hooper's decision to hold play after an advantage led to a very animated reaction, especially from Erling Haaland in centre focus there. The Football Association imposed the fine after City acknowledged their players' improper behaviour in the incident. Is it going to hit them in the bank? Probably not. Now, let's talk about the bank in cricket. In anticipation of today's IPL 2024 auction, the final shortlist is out and it looks good. We're spotlighting Travis Head, Gerald Coetzee, who's had a phenomenal year, Pat Cummins, Shardul Thakur, and then, of course, the great Mitchell Starc. So players from Australia, New Zealand, South Africa, West Indies, Sri Lanka, and Ireland, all up for grabs for the entire season. That holds a strategic advantage. And with bidding sat at a cap of $240,000, the 10 franchises are armed with a combined $31.5 million. So good that some of that's coming back to SA. So gear up to secure top talent in what promises to be a high-stakes auction. It's going to be a thriller. Then we look at the cricket that's currently playing out, but not so for Indian wicketkeeper Ishan Kishan, who has opted out of the upcoming 2-match test series. That's, of course, against the Proteas here in SA, citing personal reasons. The 25-year-old making way for KS Bharat and is likely to serve as backup for KL Rahul. Having debuted in July of 2022, Kishan has made his mark, showcasing some impressive performances in the ODIs. But he'll be missed in that test squad. The test series kicks off in Pretoria on Boxing Day, the 26th of December, as India seeks their first series win here in South Africa. But of course, we've got to get through the ODIs first. And currently, India are 1-0 up, so hopefully the Proteas will bounce back. But that's where we leave our sport on this Tuesday morning. For those of you who are bravely heading into the work to keep the economy going, as Carl said, let's get you the latest on the traffic front.
Well, given the time, I only have one little update for you, and that's Table View in Cape Town. There is a stationary vehicle on the N1 inbound after Marine Drive. The right lane is closed. Expect delays and allow for some more travel time. That is the only update I have for you. Good luck on your way to work this morning. Let's take a look at your weather. Let's go for some weather news first, or an update, actually. Holidaymakers should note that the SA Weather Service has warned of a heatwave expected in parts of the country during the rest of the week. Heatwave conditions resulting in persistent high temperatures over and above the average maximum are expected over the western parts of Northwest, the western and central parts of the Free State, as well as the eastern parts of the Northern Cape until Saturday. Then there's a yellow level 2 warning for today for severe thunderstorms with large amounts of small hail and heavy downpours that can result in localized flooding of susceptible roads and bridges expected over Gauteng, the western bushveld of Limpopo, as well as the western and central parts of Mpumalanga. Now, extreme high fire danger conditions are expected in places over the central and eastern parts of the Northern Cape. So just an update for you, especially an update for holiday makers. Now, our sunrise view to wrap up the morning. It was sent in by Amanda Holman from Muizenberg. And what an iconic shot that every tourist to Cape Town can expect if you are to go to that beautiful beach. Those houses there, and that beachfront is gorgeous, and that water is divine. So come through and travel around South Africa. We have a beautiful country, and we love to see how you wake up in the morning. So 063-408-8863, send us a sunrise view. We'd love to see it and showcase you, the most important person about this show, on the Feel Good Breakfast Show. Now let's take a look at your temperatures across South Africa.
It's a hot one, so we better make the jackpots big. And today is a big one. You could become 51 million Rand richer if you play Powerball and Powerball Plus today. So Powerball sitting at an estimated jackpot of 41 million Rand, and Powerball Plus an estimated jackpot of 10 million Rand. But the only way to win is to play. So let's reiterate. You can buy your tickets in-store, nationallottery.co.za, that's their website, the mobile app, your cell phone banking, or you can simply dial *120 *7529 or 7529 hash. Better get that right, and that's for the USSD. But we'll keep all of those details up on our socials, so please go and check them out and make sure you put yourself in the running. Go and have a look at our social media pages. It's all there. 51 million Rand in total estimated Powerball and Powerball Plus jackpots today. So we are just waiting for a winner, and it could be you. Go panda, push a play.
All right, so coming up on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, I've just whipped up something amazing. We're whipping up something more for you, including Darren Shanik will be performing, and that's going to be absolutely incredible, so make sure you stick around for that. Plus, we've got an amazing challenge because Chef Clem has got a chuckle challenge that is bound to make you chuckle and get ready for Festive on your Feel Good Breakfast Show, so make sure you stay right here. The cherry on top is on its way.
Check this. The Smile Goals Plus account gives you cash back on groceries and 25 cents back per litre at BP. That's lit.
Lit in 2023.
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
We love you. Thank you once again for joining our craziness this morning. I think we're all losing our heads a little bit because it's so festive and it's so amazing. But of course, we have to continue on that. I'm going to call it the gratitude train at this time of the year. And there is a section of society that we rely on probably more than any other, almost every day.
Absolutely. It is time to shine the spotlight on excellence in healthcare and recognize the outstanding contribution that our pharmacists make in our communities. It's proudly brought to you by Adcock Ingram, OTC, sponsors of Brave.
So let's meet him. Who is our pharmacy of the week this week? It's Coachman's Pharmacy in Bryanston, my old hood. Let's check it out.
Our pharmacies are on the front line of healthcare. This is Pharmacy of the Week.
Well, the most important thing is that we're actually the first port of call for most people in the community. That being said, it gives us a perfect opportunity to actually treat people first time and give them effective treatment and to ensure the good health and well-being of everyone in the community. Well, we strive to keep everybody happy and healthy and really play an active, important role in the community and be a destination. That being said, everybody in the area knows us simply because we go out of our way to get to know you, to get to know your family, know your medical history, which gives us perfect opportunity to help you correctly. Big chains can't offer the personal service that we offer and pay attention to our customers, you know, and get to know them and give them basically what they want. And people are definitely noticing that and they're coming back to independence for that specific reason.
Pharmacy of the Week, proudly brought to you by Adcock Ingram, OTC, sponsors of Brave. Inspiring communities, one pharmacy at a time.
We've been long in the game, healing South Africa one allergy at a time. All the sneezing, runny nose, itching of nose and throat, we've left no stone unturned. Until finally, South Africa recognized us. You've given us the courage to continue to do what we do best. Live, work, play, sleep allergy-free with Allergex Non-Drowsy. Ask your pharmacist for the full allergy range. Brought to you by Adcock Ingram OTC, sponsors of Brave.
You know, those pharmacists should be very proud. Just like that, all their arms across. It was great. But we thank all the pharmacists for making a massive difference in the communities. We appreciate you.
Thank you, beautiful man with the beautiful hair and beautiful man with the beautiful smile, my lovely colleagues. I know that we have been waiting all morning to hear from this amazing artist that is right beside me. I am talking about the guy that hails from East London and has gone on to make the rest of South Africa hear his beautiful voice. Everyone, please make some noise for On Expresso. I am talking about Darren, Shanik.
Time. You say I'm always on your mind, but I'm feeling like we're going in circles. Always seem to see when you're online, and it's all of the damn time. Guess I'm not the only one you talk to. Why are you fronting, baby? Why aren't you talking to me? Why all the fronting, honey? I don't have the time for this. Why all the lying to me? You just real with me. No more wasting time. Let's cross this bridge. No lights for lights. Slide out by DMs, sending your virtual stories. Remove your filter. This hard to hard. Here's hashtag time being just one of your flavors. Why are you fronting, baby? Why aren't you talking? Why all the just real with me. No more wasting time on this. Ooh, no. And your stories, yeah. Your feelings is hashtag time being just one of your flavors. Why are you fronting, baby? Why aren't you talking to me? Why all the fronting on me? I don't have the time for it. Why all the lying to me? Why aren't you just real with me? No more wasting time. Why are you fronting, baby? Why aren't you talking to me? Why all the fronting, honey? I don't have the time for this. Why all the lying to me? Why aren't you just real with me? With all the fronting, honey, no more wasting time on this. You've been texting me for quite some time. You say I'm always on your mind, but I'm feeling like we're going in circles.
Everybody, make some noise! His name is Darren Shanik, and I know that you're already blown away by what he is, but there's still more on the way. Do not go anywhere. And right about now, we're crossing back to the amazing Graham, because he's standing by in the kitchen.
Thank you so much. Still wondering why you haven't complimented my hair. Okay, but Hamish complimented my hair. Jacolia and Hamish looking amazing, looking festive and ready to get creative. We're going to create, or at least they are going to go down in a showdown of creating the ultimate summer punch. I know I'm adding pressure. It's going to be a lot of fun, guys, and you're the perfect two for it. Then if you're looking for something awesome to do with the little ones this Christmas, I met young Millicent, the star of Naledi's Festive Dream, currently playing out the V&A waterfront at their amphitheatre. She is a superstar in the making, and it's the most magical show. You want to get the inside track. The creativity begins after this. Ooh, where do you even start?
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. With schools closed and plenty of free time on their hands, maybe not on ours, but certainly on theirs, this is the perfect opportunity for the young ones to unleash their creativity and keep themselves busy and refreshed. It's time for the Kids Summer Holiday Challenge. This is guaranteed to quench their thirst for excitement and their actual thirst and create some unforgettable summer memories. I love creating things with my kids, and I'm the big kid on set, so I'm the perfect person to officiate as Jacolia and Hamish do battle in the most creative challenge yet. We are going to be using our Crush apple, which is, for me, I think my favorite of all the Crush juices. It's fresh, it's delicious, and we're going to make it even fresher. So, guys, you're going to have 2 minutes. Okay, and it sounds like a lot, but it's going to go very quickly to create the ultimate summer punch. Hamish, are you ready?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that
I'm
says
ready.
you are. Jacolia, are you ready? I'm going to have to use my other hand next time. Okay, I'm going to fetch the Crush, and then I'm going to ask the studio to give us a very enthusiastic countdown. Okay, when you're ready to have the juice poured in, you let me know. Okay, can I get a bit of a hand here? We're going to start our challenge in 3, 2, 1. Start your engines! Go for it. Okay, Jacolia, straight in. Go for it. Okay, so what's the plan here? Hamish is going for the garnish first. Okay, nice. He's told us what he's doing right from the beginning. He ain't playing around. Okay, this is an official mocktail, all right?
I need help to open this.
I'll give you a little bit of a hand there just for that guy, and then you can continue your creativity. I used to break these all the time. In fact, my mother used to get so angry with me because as soon as I found one, I would destroy it. Okay, that looks great because it's not raining, so we don't want to put it up. We just want to keep it down because the sun isn't shining too much. Okay, Jacolia, explain what's going on there. What is that, man? What does it taste like? Do you know? Don't even know. Look at him, he's like, I don't care. I'm crazy, man. I'm
I
loco.
don't care what they look like. Well, it tastes like.
I come at you like a spider monkey. I love that.
But they don't call it fun for nothing.
Exactly. You guys are coming off my job today. Listen, we're a minute in, guys. You've got 1 minute left to finish it. Listen, Jacolia, 2 minutes left. Sorry, I'm breaking the bank here. I just want to warn you, Carl's the funny one on set, okay? So enough with the one-liners, please. Not too many jokes here, okay? He's our comedian. You've got to use the strength. Okay, I like the way you're building this up from the base up there. Jacolia, talk us through your creation there. What's going on? What are you putting in?
Trying to like a mix of everything.
I like it. Well, that's the whole point, man. You're going for quite a nice color-coded
I'm doing everything but that.
But the lemon, I like that, okay? He's been quite
Because I don't-
intentional.
Why would you want lime in your...
You're gonna take a few granules there. Because that's how you do it when you're a child. You've got to touch the sugar. You've got to sprinkle it like
I'm
sugar
gonna
babe.
use this for the end.
Okay, for your garnish. And we do have some beautiful flowers. How pretty are those, dude?
Is this edible?
I'm going to say yes because Carl's tasting it, not me. I'm going to say it's definitely edible.
The big one.
All right, can I add? We've got a
I'm gonna
minute
use some
left,
of
guys.
this.
60 seconds.
Mama.
Okay, are you ready to add your apple juice? Okay, we've got the freshest Crush.
Not
fruit
yet.
nectar.
Cold.
Not yet. Jacolia, are you ready for your apple juice? Not yet. I'm going to let you know when we're in our final countdown, and perhaps we will add this as
Tell us when there's 5 minutes left.
5 minutes left. We passed 5 minutes. Gee whiz, you are like exactly the same as my son. You know that. Okay, those are looking absolutely beautiful. I think we're approaching the 30-second mark. Has just begun. Juice. It's in. It is so big. What are you going to do, Jacolia? You tell me when. Is that enough? Do you want more?
A little bit more.
A little bit more.
And there you go.
Okay, and Jacolia, can I top you up?
Yep.
Okay, and we stand
Bravo
by for
for me.
10. Oh, that looks 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Absolutely lovely. Can I get a round of applause for 2 creative geniuses? Give me a high five. I'm not even got a chance of fist bump again after that. Come on.
Fist bump.
I'm going to have to use the other hand. Come on. Now I can't taste these because I can't actually hold it up. Give me elbow bump. These look exquisite, guys. Pat each other on the back and shake hands because you've both been valiant. Not too hard. There we go. Yeah. So that could have gone south very quickly. Hey. But congratulations.
Now we can put the straws in.
Now you can put the straw in and check. Now this is where it becomes difficult because now all they want We're going to pretend we didn't even see that. We're not even looking at that right now. I'm going to distract the audience. Watch the mouth, not the hands, as Jacolia does nothing on that side of the kitchen. She's not opening an umbrella right now because, well, none of us could figure out how to open the umbrella. So if she can do that, she's going to be really, really impressive. So I'm going to use this opportunity right now to distract you by bringing in, yes, the funniest man on set, Mr. Carl Wasty. Oh, he's got that pharmacist arm fold. Oh, look, wow. It looks like a Cape Town wind opened that umbrella, but that's great, dude. Absolutely beautiful.
Hello.
So, Mr. Wasty, we've got two incredible creatives here that have put nothing aside. Literally nothing. Everything's gone into this drink.
Am I judging this particular
you are going to be judgy.
Cocktail challenge between Hamish and Jacolia? Okay, good.
All right. So, Jacolia, do you want to... What's your drink called?
Perfect.
You can't drink it.
It's a bit of action. No, it
you have to leave it just like this.
Okay, what are you going to call your drink, Jacolia?
You're going to have to think.
It's fine. What are you calling the drink? What do you call this?
I don't know.
You don't know? I think it's called a Magnolia Jacolia.
Magnolia Jacolia.
Like a flower in it.
Nice.
All right, let me try it.
Concur. And? How does it taste? What are you getting there? Notes of?
It's very umbrella-y.
Okay.
It's very, just
undertones of summer?
Oh! That is amazing. So the crush alone is fantastic. But what you've done is that I'm tasting the floral note of the actual flower. Let me just take
the actual floral. And how's that? Great, eh?
You see, that's now bringing in the flower. That's very good. Hold on, there's another flower here.
You've just been on holiday. You've just been to the Mediterranean.
Yeah.
It's beautiful, hey?
It's a real flower.
So presentation great, flavour great. Come on over to this side, my friend.
Give me a second. That was wonderful. I just tasted flower. That's great. Let's yours.
I'm gonna. Do you want to? Okay,
yes, I'm coming around to you.
Come and get some personal time
Hello
with
there.
Hamish. Hamish, have you thought of a name for your particular drink?
Yes.
Yes. What is it?
What's it called?
The Tropical Beach.
The Tropical Beach.
What?
Yes.
Check, she rolled her eyes at you there, Brie. Okay, go for it.
Okay.
And I got to say, it looks, and?
You're not supposed to do it from there.
Hey, and what are you picking up there?
You just dropped the
It's very umbrella-y.
Oh, wow.
Yes, that's great. And then, oh my word, what do you put in there? It's magical.
Zing.
I feel like I'm on a beach, right? And it's wonderful.
Orange, blueberry, strawberry, and ice.
I'm tasting. You know what? Even
You
the
taste
ice
the
is
ice.
good flavor.
You taste that ice.
Oh, that was wonderful. Both of you had incredible. I mean, just on these umbrellas
And a
are
little bit of
delicious.
pomegranate
Sorry,
seeds.
can I just say these umbrellas are absolutely
And for some,
delicious.
these umbrellas are functional.
Yeah, exactly. You know, this is great. Okay, so
all right, I'm gonna have to ask you to do it, man. I'm gonna have to ask you to do it as I destroy one more of these umbrellas.
Okay, cool.
Who is our summer punch champion for this morning?
our
Bearing in mind-
summer punch champion. Now, because both of you are absolutely exquisite, I tasted flower, I tasted umbrella, I tasted all these things, right? I'm so sorry, but I'm going to have to tell you now that none of you have won because both of you have won.
I saw it on the cards, man. I saw it on the cards.
Come on.
Well done, son. You're absolutely amazing. You've earned that. You've earned that. Crush is indeed the freshest juice made from real fruit. It introduces orange, guava, apple, as we have shown, and mango flavors across the 500ml, the 1.5, and the 3-litre. Yes, you can get a 3-litre, making sure there is a perfect size for every occasion, every family size. And this diverse range is set to redefine your beverage experience, just like this, and become your go-to choice for a refreshing goodness. We have asked, unfortunately, they don't have an umbrella flavor. That's why we had to introduce it ourselves. But you can take part in the vibrant conversations on Clover Crush social media pages for more inspiration. And don't forget to crush your day. Buddy, have a sip out the glass. You can have a little sip there. Go for it. You've earned the right.
Nice.
But can we have one last round of applause for the grazing animals stood beside me? Jacolia, Hamish, you guys are legends. Look at that face. Well done, team. Oh, it is.
From the freshest fruit full of vitamins. Crush it real good. Clover Crush, your daily goodness. Also in delicious new nectar.
All right, that was absolutely fantastic. And of course, we have to continue because we've got something very, very special for you. It's the most magical time of the year. And Graham actually went backstage at the V&A Waterfront Amphitheatre for a sneak peek into the enchanting world of the live production Naledi's Festive Dream. You don't want to miss a minute of this magic. Take a look.
If you love Christmas scaled up as much as I do, and you've got a family that you want to get out for some real festive fun, then I have a treat for you. I'm at one of my favorite places, the V&A Waterfront, where we're about to go behind the scenes of what sounds like a magical live stage production going down in the amphitheatre. Naledi's Dream. It sounds like the holidays, and I'm here for that. So we're going to meet some of the genius cast and crew behind it to dip our toes into a little bit of that magic. Let's go.
A brief overview of the show would be that it's about this beautiful little girl, Naledi. She's a local girl, and she goes to sleep and dreams of Christmasland. And in Christmasland, she encounters these magical characters. And then when she wakes up again, her wish is that she can share the joy of our local flavor and South Africa and Cape Town with these merry folk that she's met in Christmasland. And then in a big finale, her dream comes true.
You can hear the sound checks, you can see the choreography being fine-tuned behind me, you can literally feel the energy. It's palpable as these incredible performers put the final touches on Naledi's Festive Dream. It's going to be a magical journey, so I figured the best place to start, speak to some of the cast and crew to find out what the magic is all about. The space looks amazing. You can see the investment that you've made here. Why have you guys made the choice to go all in this festive season?
We wanted to create something different, and we didn't want to put them in some stale marquee or anything, and we had this space and we said, let's build it, let's try something new, let's create something magical, and we believe that it's the right thing to do, and people know where to go, they know where it is. Try something new, get in here and enjoy something different.
We can escape the African sun. We've got air conditioning. It's going to be, as the music suggests, truly festive and magical. You've got obviously a great character to bring to life on the stage, and there's always a click that happens with the actor when identifying. So talk me through your character herself and what you identified with.
What I love the most about this character, it just brings me back to my childhood, dreaming about Christmas and the hype leading up to Christmas, having those Christmas presents under the tree. So that's the click that happened.
This says to me a show for the whole family, and there's nothing quite like that kind of theatre experience. If I'm going to bring my kids here, if we're going to bring our families to Naledi's Festive Dream, what can we expect? What are we going to get out of the production?
There's going to be a lot of giggles, for sure. But it's also going to be a lot of the togetherness that we experience during this Christmas time, how families need to be together to celebrate this wonderful, joyous occasion.
The fact that we are selling a South African Christmas with the kinds of voices you hear behind me, with the kind of dancing that has that African flavor, I think this is going to land beautifully. Even for international visitors coming from the UK, for instance, they might have been to Lapland. They've never experienced an African Christmas.
I think this show is really going to resonate with the audiences because of the music, because of the characters. It is festive season, but it's not generic. There's something really, really emotional about the show. And the music is emotional, the characters are emotional, and the choreography, the characters, the music, everything is not only for kids, it's for adults as well. So I think it's going to resonate with a larger audience than just focusing on the babies.
Wow, some of the best talent in the business. A lot of them are my friends. They are incredible. The storyline is so African, yet so Christmassy, and the setting is perfect. I feel so privileged to have been given a sneak peek into Naledi's Festive Dream. It's going to be a dream for all families wanting to get that Christmas spirit, to live it for just a moment. So make sure you get your tickets and get down here to the V&A Amphitheatre, where you can experience firsthand just a little bit of this magic up until the 23rd of December. Get your tickets, come and have some fun. I've just got to say thank you to Lee, the director, everyone behind the scenes, to Millie. Millicent, you know, we are kind of have a very advanced star barometer.
Yeah.
Millie, the lead, who's playing Naledi, is going to be a superstar. She is phenomenal. And if you want to experience that magic for yourself, just do it. Naledi's Festive Dream is the ideal trip for your family, and we might just get you there.
I mean, let's do that. I mean, you could stand the chance to win 4 tickets to the show this coming Saturday, 23 December at the V&A Waterfront Indoor Amphitheatre. Reply to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook, X or Instagram pages and tell us what makes the holiday season special to you. And don't forget to add the hashtag Naledi's Festive Dream.
Love it. And the competition closes this Wednesday. That's the 20th of December, but you can find the T's and C's on expressoshow.com, and there were 20 aircons inside that tent. That alone. Just go and check it out.
To Graham with the hair. Looking so gorgeous, how you dare. Your secret, please do share. Apparently, Graham said I didn't say anything about his hair, so there's a poem for you, Graham. I hope you're feeling special. Speaking of feeling special, I hope that you, Expresso family, feel special each and every morning, because we always make sure that our menu is so packed just for you. A delicious part of it, though, is always the recipes that we get into. And this morning, listen properly, we're getting into a salted caramel and honeycomb ice cream. I've never even heard of that, so I cannot wait to hear about how you can actually be a part of having that. However, I also cannot wait for us to get into yet another beautiful performance from Darren Shanik. It's going to be coming up right here on your Feel Good Breakfast show. But first, we need to take a short break. You make sure that you stay tuned to S3.
It's my Feel Good Breakfast show.
Welcome back. Park the brakes. Just take a moment to reflect on the sheer bliss of treating yourself and your family to decadent salted caramel and honeycomb ice cream, the epitome of true indulgence without any trace of guilt. Well, a little bit. And we are here to show you how it comes together. Carl, there is going to be a little bit of guilt because I will overindulge. I know it because I love honeycomb. It's like my vibe. I absolutely love it.
Salted caramel is my vibe.
Ah, you see,
the
that's
balance.
why it goes. We are
salted caramel and honeycomb. This is our new band.
And it's marbling, but it's a bit of a kitchen hack. It's an ice cream hack because we're going to create the most delicious. This is going to be a hug in a mug that turns into a hug in your mouth and a hug for your family. It's just going to be amazing.
Great.
So, of course, we are using the incredible hug in a mug salted caramel and honeycomb cappuccino, which just on its own is amazing. So I'm going to ask you to cut 2 of those guys open.
Great.
Or you can rip them and just throw stuff all over the place because it's your kitchen. But so this is where we start, where we want to layer in, obviously, the dominant flavor profile. Look at that, honeycomb bay. Absolutely amazing. Then we're going to add the secret ingredients that aren't so secret. We've got some vanilla, we've got our condensed milk, and we've got a little bit of salt.
Vanilla goes in.
And the salt is important for the
Condensed
ice cream development, the freezing process, so you've got to do it Oh, that could have gone squirrely. Okay, and then I'm going to hurry myself along. I think I should have started a while ago. I've got our cream, and we're going to need to whip this to a stiff peak and then combine. And then you can really have some fun with this because there are so many flavors that go with the salted caramel profile. Because of the salt elements, you really are baying it, eh?
Another pinch.
What is going to be your indulgence this holiday, do you think, buddy? You've trained so hard. You've worked so hard,
This is the problem about actually getting, you know, desserts in. I just think that it's good to have moderation and balance. I think that I'm not going to be too restrictive because I am still going to continue training throughout the festive season. So it's just about actually enjoying myself. If someone offers me something, I'm not going to say no. I'm sorry.
Because that would be rude, Carl.
It would be rude. That's what I'm saying. So I think I've said no a lot this year to a lot of sweet stuff and a lot of those beautiful decadence, you know, moments. So I just think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to enjoy myself.
Okay, this is starting to stiffen up. I know I'm spreading it everywhere, but I'm just creating a nice festive decor theme here.
I'll start cleaning up while you do that.
Thank you, man. I don't know if we have it is actually starting to stiffen now. And then this is all you really need to do is combine. Okay, there we're getting a lovely aerated cream because we want our ice cream to be light and aerated.
Correct.
That looks, smells delicious. Don't you want to just like spoon it out and eat it?
Hug in the mug way, dude.
And if you're going to be making desserts, doing something different for the festive table, imagine how impressive it is if you can say, oh, I made that ice cream. That's my ice cream.
That's the thing about ice cream. I think that usually what happens is like you'd make an ice cream, that's good. But I think it's about also just having that touch to it, that handmade touch. I mean, you can buy it. Yes, good for you. Go to the shop and buy it.
Good for you. That was...
Make it. Come on. Make the stuff.
That was quite facetious, man.
This looks very good.
Okay, I think that's about as far as we're going to push this cream. I wish we had the kid lumps here to lick the cream off, because that is your reward if you're a helper in the kitchen.
Very good, my friend.
And then you're going to incorporate those two together.
So shall we get to fold this? Okay. Now fold that in, right?
And I think you want to kind of mix it through, but you want a little bit of marbling in there as well.
Okay, great.
But you want to hero the flavor profile, because the Hug in a Mug team have nailed it. And they must have gone through so many different flavor variations to combine to see what would work best with something that is really South African. And you can elevate your self-care with one of these moments. You can spoil your loved one with an irresistibly creamy and delectable Hug in a Mug variant. Just a sip is going to be enough to get you to that relaxed space, and the luscious flavors of the coffee drink mixed with these variants offers an indulgent experience that will, yes, undoubtedly leave you craving more. Oh, that looks exquisite, my friend. You have outdone yourself.
You're most welcome, man. I got you back.
You could eat it right now. And you see, we've gone to quite a lot of effort not to overdo it.
You kind of almost want to, you don't want to pat it down too hard into the actual tray. I think you want to make sure the aeration is still there, so that when it freezes, you still get that beautiful light.
And it's going to settle. It's going to settle before it freezes just a little bit. Then those flavors are going to combine magically, and then the rest is up to you. You can put it in a sugar cone. You can put it in a bowl and dress it up with some fudge that we are desperately trying to avoid ourselves. And then this, my friend, it's yours. No,
Thank you.
When it's frozen, you can eat it.
I'm going to
eat it right now if you want.
In the freezer.
And you can make yourself a Hug in a Mug in the interim. And that's the joy of this product. You can literally keep yourself satiated right the way through the process. And added to that, let's call it a cherry on the top, you stand a chance of winning 1,500 Rand in cash. What you got to do is reply to the competition post on the Expresso Facebook, X or Instagram page and tell us, looking back on your year, which memorable event or achievement deserves to be celebrated with a delicious Hug in a Mug salted caramel and honeycomb treat. It has to be extra special, okay? X entrance, please. You must share the post. And then on all platforms, you've got to have the hashtag treat yourself. Competition closes the 22nd. That's this Friday, but you can find the T's and C's at expressoshow.com. You've earned it, bro. You've earned it. Oh, man. My heart's broken, man. My heart's broken.
And this is one of the biggest things that we love about being on Expresso. It is the fact that we get to celebrate talent over and over and over again. And this is why, right about now, everybody, Johannesburg studio and far and wide in South Africa, make some noise yet again for Darren Shanik!
It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back, you beauties. I know I'm going on about this, but I feel compelled to because the opportunity is just too big. Today is a big one. You could become, in fact, someone is going to become 51 million rand richer today. And that's when they play Powerball and Powerball Plus. And why should it not be you? So let's break it down. Powerball has an estimated jackpot of 41 million rand. Powerball Plus an estimated jackpot of 10 million rand. Go and play both. The only way you can, though, to win is to play. So please get on board. Get your tickets today in store, nationallottery.co.za, the mobile app, your cell phone banking, or you can just dial *120 *7529# for USSD details. And we've got all of those jackpot and ticket purchasing details up on our social pages, so go and check them out. You've got no excuses. The 51 million rand in total estimated Powerball and Powerball Plus jackpots is waiting for you. So go panda, push a play.
51 million. That is approximately the same amount of Chuckles you find in your local Woolworths. And that's why we have a very special challenge. Now, Chef Clem has devised this challenge for Graham and I to battle each other. And naturally, it's going to be fun. It's going to be very, very
my drawing.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's going to be something to that effect. So when in doubt, chuckle it out. That's the thing.
Yeah,
Chuckles,
okay.
Just add a taste of joy to the festive season, and here to take us through everything is this man, Chef Clem. What a beautiful person. Please take us through the range first and foremost, and then your challenge.
Right.
Go, go, go.
Oh, he's a man on a
It
mission.
starts with a Chuckles Santa.
Okay.
I've never seen that.
It
What's
starts
that?
and ends with a Chuckles Santa.
It does, and he is full of chocolate. But where does Chocolate Santa live?
In a house.
In his Chuckles house.
Of course.
Okay? And don't worry about the proportions because, you know, there's Christmas magic. It actually, like, it increases once you get inside.
It doesn't matter.
It's the size of a Constantia mansion on the inside. That's what counts. So then how does Santa decorate his Christmas tree?
Yes.
Also, how I've done it at home with the Chuckles decorations, and these are really, really cool. Don't tell my wife, but all the boxes are empty.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a risk in my house,
They're all
buddy.
empty. I don't know what happened to the Chuckles on the inside. Talking about the Chuckles shortbread, we've also got the big bag of the Chuckles shortbread. That's in. And then you can't talk about the big bag without the classic. We've got the classic. We also now get the classic in the big slabs. Some of the other flavors as well. Go and check those out.
Because you must.
You have to. And then we've got the Chuckles balls, the hollow balls.
Yep.
We've also got I had to throw in my top flavor for the festive season, which is the coconut flavor Chuckles. But you know what I also like doing? I like doing
That's my favorite.
What? Have you not had it?
No,
I have not. No,
You're taking it home with you.
Thank you. Thank
so
you.
what Woolies also have, if they've got the mix, the tin, and you got a bit of the shortbread that's in there, and I think the coconut ice is in here as well.
I've never had this one.
Oh.
It's yours.
Actually, that's the cookies and
yours.
cream one. You've never had it?
I've never had this one.
Maybe you should just take that one with you.
Thank you.
There
Otherwise,
we
how
go.
can you endorse it if you've never tasted
That's
it?
correct.
You have to.
No, because when you said you didn't have the coconut one, you got that free. So I'm going to do the same.
There we go. And then Father Christmas also does have the stovetop Chuckles kit if you want to make your own little chocolate cake. And then Father Christmas is a classy guy. He likes his tins. He keeps all your Christmas letters in a Chuckles tin, by the way. So he finishes
That's
the
why they
Chuckles.
call it tinsel.
You know. You know.
Town.
So we've come to town with Chuckles. Chuckles for everything you need for every festive Chuckles craving. But I want to kind of put you guys to the test with a Chuckles challenge.
Okay.
I want to see, are you more Van Gogh or Van No?
Van No.
Does it
Definitely
work?
Van
Let's
No.
do this. Grab your board. Make
There we
your
go,
way.
Sunshine.
You've got your board, you've got your marker, and you've got your eraser. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you 30 seconds.
What are we going to draw?
I'm going to tell you. You've got 3 different festive items that you have to draw. You're going to have 30 seconds to draw each. I'm going to call them out. The clock's going to go up.
Okay.
Okay? Are you ready for this?
Can I lift mine so you don't see my thing?
You can look at each other. It's fine. However you want to
I'm
do
thinking
this.
speed is going to be of the essence.
Are you ready for this? Okay. Take inspiration from your Chuckles as well. Feel the vibe. Feel the festive spirit.
Okay, laser
You've got
focus.
30 seconds to draw with as much detail as possible. Santa starting now. Your best Santa. Go for some of the key features that we know Father Christmas has. Is it his hat? Is it his beard? Is it his jolly round stomach? I haven't given you any color, just besides your black and your blue, so you're gonna have to really focus on shapes to tell the story. Okay, Graham it's beautiful, beautiful stuff, and the music to match. I don't have a, let's see, clock. Let me just have a look. I'm gonna come over here. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, stop. Hold up your board. Hold up your board.
Gee whiz.
Okay, let's start off with Carl Wasted because he's closest to me. Now, here's the thing. You might be thinking Carl's left out some details, but the truth of the matter is he's added some details. Carl, talk us through
I bet you that's a Chuckles beard.
So that is a
isn't it?
Chuckles beard. That is a Chuckles beard. How can one beat a Chuckles beard? You know, the great thing is it's the Chuckles coconut one that Graham's never had beard.
Wow.
That's what it is.
Because
right
that would be white
You
on
can't
the
even
inside.
see me over this board. That's what...
What do you think of this one? It's great, eh? It's nice.
All right, I love the Chuckles beard on Santa. Graham, you've gone. Talk us through what's happening.
It looks kind of like an on Noddy if some scary version of Santa had to come and be the villain on Noddy. No. So he is actually holding Chuckles in his hand. That's what they are.
Oh,
and
yes.
Yes, that's what they are.
I see it.
And he's about to throw them at your fake Chuckles Santa. He's going to say, that guy's not a real Santa. He's got Chuckles for beards.
What are we thinking?
We bring it back. Let's hear from the studio audience. What do you think about Carl Santa? What do you think about Graham Santa? It's not over. It's not over. We're sitting with 1 to Graham. Carl still to make it onto the board. Let's raise our Santas.
What?
And raise our Santas. We've got 2 more items to go. The next one that I need you to draw.
Oh.
Okay.
Okay. This one's going to be a little hard. Okay? Because you're going to have to really focus on the detail. I want you to draw a Christmas sweater.
Okay.
I want you to draw the frame of the sweater and get as much Christmas detail in there that it can be recognized as a Christmas sweater. Your time starts now. 30 seconds, go.
Okay, cool. Let's do this. I'm gonna go.
The attention to detail, the focus, along with the music. It's amazing.
All right, so this, I think, is... Wow.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Quick reveal, quick reveal, quick reveal. Let's start with Graham this time. Graham, talk us through your
It's
sweater.
candy canes on a very tight-fitting, uncomfortable jersey.
Let's show this to the camera over here. We want to get
All right.
this. Okay,
Actually,
here we
you know
go.
what? While you sort that out, right, all your favorite Chuckles treats are at Woolworths. You can shop that in-store, online, or on the app, and plus you stand a chance to win a 1,000 Rand Woolies gift card. Reply to the competition post on Expresso's Facebook, X, or Instagram pages and tell us which Chuckles treat is your favorite. Don't forget to add hashtag Woolies Christmas. The competition closes at midnight on Wednesday, 20 December. T's and C's applied and can be found on ExpressoShow.com.
And a Chuckles beard is not a real thing. We love you.
This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Oh, this is how we do it.
Love you. Have an amazing day. See you tomorrow.
Another feel-good production.